Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're domiciled, and good night to some of you, depending on wherever you're based in the world. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. I hail from Nnewi province of Biafra land. We gathered again this morning to give Chukwu thanks for another day. Praise be your holy name. Let us all bow our heads and let our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwu himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope.
We told you, said, no, they're lying. It's propaganda. It's incendiary. Look at NBC saying cockroaches saying they'll block Radio Biafra. If people who are sensible were not able to do that, it's a bunch of idiots in Abuja. They said it's incendiary. It's whipping up ethnic sentiment. But your presidency, Garba Shehu, has just confirmed what I've been saying for years. The Nigerian army have been supplying Fulani terrorists for some time now. That is why in Zamfara, there is a no-fly zone. Before you bring arms to terrorists with a helicopter, there must be a heavy-duty aircraft that must have brought it in the first place, where the helicopter got those equipments from. So who brought those arms into Nigeria? Who contracted or who hired a helicopter to be flying them to? How come they didn't know where they are? Yet they come to Olu to bomb Olu, and some Ifulefus are busy hailing people coming to kick. Oh dear. Sometimes I feel like not preaching, to be honest with you. I say, let the will of the Almighty be done, because we are honestly speaking, something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. Very, very terrible indeed. The helicopters are everywhere.
That's a why. Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this. Is Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Father, good morning. Are you
We
there?
are not like other
Good morning.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
That's a why. Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this. Is Radio Biafra.
This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're here in New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Our leader's name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All right. I'm not yet the festive, the joy and the happiness has not left me. I am still dwelling in it because you know something. My very talk today is about us, about members of IPOB, true members of IPOB, those that want us to do what we are doing, and we are doing it successfully, diligently with their support. If you don't like what we are doing, please step aside. Just make room for us, because I am like a moving train. We'll take you along if you want to join us. If you don't want to join us, just make way for us. My great talk this morning is to our people to pay very close attention to Radio Biafra from now on. Please stop running around and listening to people that will give you counter instructions. It is not very positive for us. It is not something that we say something today and you do something else because you're not paying attention. You're not listening to your source. The source of all information in regards to our freedom fighting comes from Radio Biafra, London. Radio Biafra, we have platforms all over the place, but pay particular attention to the informations that are coming out of the Radio Biafra so that you do not make mistakes. The mistake is costing us some bad names and hoodlums. People are taking advantage because, like I said, on the 19th and the 20th, I was day before yesterday and yesterday, we were supposed to go about our normal business because that's the announcement. It was made over and over. Radio Biafra, it was here. China Sanwo-Olu said it clearly, very attentively, that people should have listened, but nobody pays attention. You just do your thing. You go out there, you harass people that are going about their normal business. That is very, very unacceptable. And you know something, when you do these things, the enemy is using it against us. They say, oh, it's IPOB. Even when people are masked, with a mask on their face, why does IPOB need to wear the mask? We don't do that. And by the way, how do you identify somebody who has a mask on his face? Maybe they have a board or a t-shirt that says I am IPOB. Even if they do that, nobody does that. No armed robber goes to a place to steal and then says, my name is Abubakar and I'm an armed robber. No. So these are enemies in action. They are doing everything that they are doing to give us a bad name. And don't make them do that. If the only way you can stay away from it is listen to Radio Biafra. Just pay attention. The informations are there. If you don't get it from there, it's not correct. It's as simple as that. Yesterday somebody sent me something that was so frightening about attack and a video that they sent that looked very real, but I am very sure that that video might not be very correct. Because I made a few calls. I tried to call my family in London. I have plenty of family in London. We are more in London than we are in America. And none of them answered the phone. Unfortunately, anyway, at the time I called, they were all sleeping too. So I wasn't expecting them to answer. But if there was an emergency, the way I saw it on that video, obviously they will not be sleeping. And I tried a few calls, my brothers did, and we didn't get through to nobody. But one thing that consoled me was that if the magnitude of what they described, if it really happened, then it should be all over the news here in America. But nobody was talking about it. So which means, because they even showed us the evacuation, the Queen was being evacuated from Buckingham Palace and the rest of them. I was so scared. I would look at the dashboard, and what we had here was a rebroadcast. And I said to myself, do I really get online and start talking about this? Then I quickly remember that there's something they call fake news, and they must send it to me, and then I was the distributor of fake news. So I just restrained myself. Up till now, I don't really know what happened, but maybe later on the program, some people will tell us exactly what they think that happened. So this morning I'm going to talk about our.
Good morning. Good morning.
I don't really know why this is coming up. I don't want to air this, and 2 times now my hand have moved to it, and I don't know. I'm not going to. It's not time for it. I never really planned to have this. So I was trying to talk about what the Punch newspaper wrote about our father, Mazi Iyke, saying that if we do not stop this, that, he was going to step aside on the negotiation. Well, the truth is that, with due respect to everyone, we are not saying that they are not doing well, but we are not relying on any human being. Doesn't matter who you are. Our power rests on Chukwu Abiyama. Is the only one that gives lives, the one that directs. I don't blame him for saying what he's saying, because there are people out there who want to disorganize what we are doing by giving counter order, because they have a media, they think they can talk. But you know something? These too shall pass. They will fail like everybody else that has failed before, and then there's nothing. Let me read out this article, because it's very important that we listen to it, and I want us to analyze it ourselves and see that these people are enemies. They are trying everything in their book to make sure that they book us, they get us down, but they have failed, and they will keep failing. I don't know why they don't even realize that they're not going to be successful. Let me read this. It says, First Republic Minister of Aviation, Chief Mazi Iyke has lamented that the actions of some leaders, listen to the word, some leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra are endangering the ongoing discussion and negotiation for the release of a detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, that's where I come in. He said, let me read it again, because this is not what he said. The Punch newspaper is reporting, so we didn't see a video of what he said. Most of the time I believe in the videos and I hear the person saying it, so that when I analyze it, I'll be able to talk about it. But these people can write just about anything. You know, they come in there, they say something. Like the defense counsel for the government, who said Nnamdi Kanu denied being a member of IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu denied being a member of a terrorist organization. He didn't say IPOB, he said a terrorist organization called IPOB. He's not a member of that. He's a member of he's the leader, the director of indigenous people of Biafra. So you can go in there and smack it, and then they will carry it, and then they start spreading it everywhere. Like what is happening here right now. The Minister of Aviation, Mazi Iyke, has lamented that the actions of some leaders, quote and unquote, leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra, are endangering the discussion. Who is this at this time? This somebody cannot be calling me now. I'm on there. You see, so it says it's endangering the lives of the people, of our leader who is in jail, accusing the leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra. They are not doing anything except that you're not listening to the news. There are some hoodlums. All right, this came as masked men suspected, that's the word, suspected to be members of IPOB, allegedly enforcing the suspended Monday sit-at-home order attacked traders in Obolafo town in Udenu local government area of Enugu State for disobeying the order on Monday. What other way can we say it? We have said it on this radio several times that the Monday sit-at-home had been suspended, in fact, even cancelled. The people are going out there wearing masks. Who is doing this? The DSS. They are the ones doing it. We know the game. It's an old story. I remember something I read in primary school about it. I think the World War, something like that, when America didn't want to get involved, and one of the boats took the American flag and bombed another country so as to drag America into it. This is exactly what is going on. The DSS, they are the ones wearing masks and creating this problem. So, sir, if you don't want to continue with what you are doing, your politics in your own time is not what is happening today. It's very, very different. In those days, you guys had dignity, you had honor, you have respect for yourselves. This day and age is day of lies and lies and lies. People are saying the way I talk is the truth, because when we were growing up, I know that my mama will always, probably at the end of the month, Papa will give like a couple of 1 shilling or 2 shillings, and a bag of curry will full house and we will eat. Today you can't even buy a cake of curry. The money is worthless and useless. People are so dishonest. It never happened in those days. Never. So don't judge this day and age with that. This is a DSS that is creating this. They are putting people to wear masks and go there and disrupt what we are doing. If you want to discontinue what you are doing, just say that this is what I don't want to do it anymore. Yes, we will understand it. But please, IPOB is not doing anything to anybody. This is something that the DSS is organizing. The secret police of Nigeria, the zoo, they are the ones organizing this, and we know Amechi had led Igbo leaders to the President Major General Muhammad Buhari. That man is not even Buhari, it's a fake Buhari. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt. In November 2021, to demand the unconditional release of the leader of IPOB. Speaking in a chat with Punch on Monday, we want the video. Give us the video of what he said, because you are not, even the Punch that's so dishonest also, they can twist words and make it look like this is real. Speaking with a chat on the Punch on Monday, he lamented that the sit-at-home order destroying the Southeast economy and also hampering discussions for Kanu's release. Hey God, the sit-at-home order has been released. That's why I said listen to Radio Biafra. If you had listened to Radio Biafra, you will not even use the word leaders of IPOB. Because the leaders of IPOB are the ones that have said that this thing has been suspended. They can't. Why would the leaders of IPOB wear masks to go and disrupt something that they have cancelled? It's been said over here in Radio Biafra, in the Igbo language, in broken English, in whatever English you understand. What other language are we going to speak? That it has been suspended. Now they are quoting Amechi. That is through the mouth of the Punch. He said, Amechi said, quote, I discussed with the presidency and Mr. President himself on two subjects. The Igbo situation in Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu, and our discussion was very good and friendly. But the sit-at-home order is dishing out in the Southeast is embarrassing the whole thing. Is this Amechi's English? The English is not they get as they, because what I'm saying here, I'm reading what they quoted, and what they quoted means that they are saying what he said, but I know that it's quite eloquent in English language. What they are saying here is they are trying to say something that they think, not what he said. Our discussion was very good and friendly, but the sit-at-home order is dishing out in Southeast. It's embarrassing. Are you quoting this man? Because he could have just written it so we know it's a Punch that's writing bad English. But when you put parentheses or inverted commas, in other words, you are quoting somebody. I don't know the leaders of IPOB and who they are. You don't know the leaders and who they are. They are quoting you. Kanu is in detention, although the presidency arranged for me to go and see him. And I went and saw him and we discussed. These people are liars. They are misquoting him. They are saying things. But what I'm saying in a nutshell is this. No matter what you hear out there, for God's sake, please listen to Radio Biafra and get correct information. We have more enemies within than we have without. There are people out there that have collected money and they have to work for what they have collected, the money that they have collected. They are trying everything tooth and nail, but you know something? They will not succeed. They will never ever succeed, no matter what they do, no matter how much they try. We are going to excel in the end. In the end, victory will be ours. Biafra is here already for us. We're still celebrating. They gave the 16th of February, 16 February, another court date. We are going to be there. You have to pay attention to Radio Biafra on information on what is going to happen on that day. Don't go to any media to listen to anything because they have no information to give you. And when people don't have information to give, they lie. I remember when our leader was incarcerated, people were calling me here left, right, and center, inboxing me. How come the DOS is not saying anything? How come the DOS is this, DOS is that? And I asked them a question. What do you want them to tell you? You want them to lie to you, right? If they have information, they will tell you. If they have no information, wait, be patient. It's as simple as that. Because the moment you start demanding information from somebody, somebody has to say something. Somebody has to open his mouth and say something. And what is he going to say? He's going to lie to you. He's going to lie to you because he has no information to give you. But if you allow him to get information and give to you, that's it. He will always tell you the truth, tell you the way, exactly the way it is. So when you call for information when there is none, you are telling the person to come and lie to you. This is what is happening. Pay attention to Radio Biafra. Anything you don't hear in Radio Biafra, it doesn't exist. And ask him, don't call me here and say, we are not happy. Who are we? If you have an organization that you belong to that is not IPOB, You can say that, but don't come and tell me in our platform that we are not happy. No. Say, I am not happy. Then I'll ask you, what is your problem? What do you have? Why? When you say we, you are making it believe that you are representing an organization, you're representing a group of people. You are not representing anybody. The people that are representing IPOB today is a DOS, Department of State, headed by Chika Edoziem. They are the ones. They are the ones that are in charge. I'm not in charge. You are not in charge. They are the ones there. We are only here to disseminate the information. Anything they tell us, that's all we say. We're just like their mouthpiece. If they, whenever they have time to be able to come to radio, they will. But meanwhile, whatever we dissipate to you, whatever we tell you is exactly what they want us to tell you. And that's what we do. That doesn't make us leaders. I don't dish out orders. I don't have the power to do that. They give me the power, the authority to talk. So I'm careful too to make sure that I give the message from them exactly the way it is. You need to pay attention to Radio Biafra. Forget about the people that are rousing. These people need to they have to make a living. I am not saying don't listen to them, but please take over whatever they tell you with a pinch of salt. It might be too sweet for you to swallow. Just take it. If that gives you, sometimes people want to live on falsehood. Falsehood in the sense that it gives you temporal satisfaction. When they say something that is very fantastic and you like it, you love it. At least you could go to but in the end it might be a lie. But at least at that moment you enjoy it temporarily. But we're telling you that Radio Biafra will give you that quinine, that bitterness. That bitterness cures malaria. That bitterness brings out the reality the way it is. You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There's no way out of it. There's no roundabout. It is always very bitter to know the truth, but you know something? It is the one that cures. The other one is just temporal gratification. You just run up and down and waste your time, and at the end of it, the whole thing will not work out. It didn't start with the world today. People have fantastic stories to tell about things that they don't even know about. They talk about it so much, and when they are talking about it, each person is talking about it, is adding to it. At the end of it, all the story is completely changed. It's not the same thing with the original. So please pay attention to Radio Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu never denied IPOB, the court says lawyer. Federal government charges not worth defending. Kanu tells court, get February date, sit at home continues in Anambra, commercial activities grounded. So I just told their lawyer he is in a better position to contact them. To stop the Monday, Thursday, sit at home, I told him that it is too much. Wait a minute. Which one is this that I'm reading right now? Let me see this. All right, okay. Let's still quoting the Mazi Iyke, our father, from the mouth of Punch. Not from him. I'm not quoting him directly. I'm quoting what Punch wrote that he said, because it's in parentheses. It says, Kanu is in detention. Although the presidency arranged for me to go and see him, and I went and I saw him and we discussed. Nnamdi Kanu, okay, now some quotes. He said, Nnamdi Kanu, terrorism charges, it says here, Nnamdi Kanu never denied IPOB in court, says lawyer. Yes, he never did. What they charged him was being member of IPOB, a terrorist organization. And the man said, no, I am not. The IPOB that I lead is not a terrorist organization. You are dealing with an intelligent man. You're not dealing with a fool. Foolish, all of you, together. Nnamdi Kanu is wisdom itself. I wouldn't call him a wise man. I will call him wisdom. See, something so little that normal people will fall victim to. You charge him that he's a member of IPOB, a terrorist organization. He says, no, I am not. The IPOB that I know, that I lead, that I created, that I'm the head, is not a terrorist organization. As simple as that. Then the judge, Nnamdi Kanu denied IPOB. No, he denied a terrorist organization called IPOB. Maybe there's another organization called IPOB that is a terrorist organization. He is not the leader of that one. He's not a member. That's what he's telling you. We are here talking on radio. We are members of the indigenous people of Biafra. Period. Nothing added, nothing subtracted. You cannot take off anything. So when you go and agree to being a leader of IPOB, a terrorist organization, now you Dalia, who will think so fast like the man he called Mazi Iyke? I love this guy, telling you the truth. Now he says here, IPOB says federal government charges is not worth defending. Kanu tells court, get February date. Sit at home continues in Anambra. Commercial activities grounded. So I just told the lawyer, their lawyer, quote and unquote again, I just told their lawyer he is in a better position to contact them, to stop the Monday to Thursday sit at home. I told him that it is too much and it's ruining the economy of our Southeast. But he told me that they are already issued a statement that IPOB had never said that. Of course, they've not said anything. Pay attention to Radio Biafra, for God's sake. We'll read all these things here. The more powerful has said it. China Sanworu have said it. DOS as a whole, they have said it. We have listened to it. If you go out there and listen to idiots that have nothing to worry, that don't even know what to talk about, you are on your own. They must stop their actions, which make the release of their leader more difficult. It's not difficult. Do you think we want you want people to go there and kneel down? No, quite all right. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in a very comfortable place. Yes. But you know something? Chukwu Okike Abiyama is with him. The power that gave him the job, the same power will guide him against it. Oh, now when they read the Bible, this is a story of this little boy that was sold by his brothers into slavery, right? And he came out and ended up in Potiphar's house, and Potiphar's wife tried to make a comment. The boy refused. They put him in jail again. In the end, he became what? The king. Everything looks like it's against him, but you know something? Even in the Kabbalistic book that I read, they said God allowed him to suffer more because he put his trust on somebody whom he interpreted his dreams for in jail. And when the person came out, when the person didn't help him, he was angry because God said, no, you're going to spend some more days because you're putting your trust on somebody, on a human being. I am the leader. I am the one that is guiding you. Nnamdi Kanu never asked any of you to go there and plead on his behalf. You are doing that out of your magnanimity, out of your guilt. Your conscience is bothering you. How can we sit down here? This is happening. After all, if they had killed him in Afaruku Ibeku, this story probably couldn't have been told. But today, everybody is going there clamoring. IPOB should do what they are doing. Anything that they think that they feel that they can do. Abacha say making a go mile. People are saying, after all, he's a human being that is there. Yes, he is a human being. I am not. All of us are in the jail, to be honest with you. The difference is there. You might have your own key to open your door and get out, but you're still in prison. He is there because he does not have the key to get out, but Chukwu Okike Abiyama has the key to all these things. Let us stop fooling ourselves. Anybody who wants to do something, when you go in there to look at that person you call Buhari, look at him very closely. He's about your same age with you, but his hands are so clean. His faces are so smooth. He doesn't have any wrinkle. Wow. I've never seen anything like this. They must stop their actions. Now listen to this, which make the release of their leader more difficult. It's not more difficult. We are not begging to get him released. We are asking you to take him to court, to speak the truth. no free booze. We're not asking for free food. We're not asking for bread of shame. We are saying you accuse him, take him to court, and be sincere about it. It's more honorable to do that than to say, oh, it's because of this man, he granted him amnesty, that's why he came out. No, Anyachoroka. We don't need that. Give him referendum. Just go there and say, okay, you know what, you want referendum, all right, I'm going to conduct it. Come out. Period. You can't be inside there and you conduct any referendum. It's not going to work. So for you to go out there and sit down and think, because you are the president or you are whatever you call yourself, you can put people and lock them up and bring them out when you want to. No. They can beg you all they want. They can keep coming and begging you if that gives you power. But you know something? Remember Pharaoh. Let my people go. Eventually they had to go, whether he liked it or not. Even the story wrote that after when he saw his soldiers drown in the Red Sea, he was running back to go bring them back, to bring out the slaves back to Egypt. And most of them drowned. That's the same thing that's going to happen to the zoo. Follow your story and read your Bible. I think even this story is also in the Quran. So you are going to go there. Most of the things in the Bible is in Quran. I've never read the Quran before, but I know the story is almost similar stories, just told differently. So you eventually will drown. There's no doubt about it. You don't need anybody to go out there and beg for Chukwu Gabe. Chukwu Gabe wants to open up the gate for him to come out today. It's going to happen in his own way, in his own time. I am not saying that people should not put in effort. You should. But sometimes most of these efforts that we put it on our own merit. We put it for ourselves. Nobody, they are not coming out. I said it from the beginning, we're going to court. Oh, we are supporting Nnamdi Kanu, we'll be in court for him. You are not going to court for Nnamdi Kanu. You are going to court for your presidency nomination on 2023. We know the game now. Who is a small Onye. That's why you're going there. That's why you speak for two sides of your mouth. Because you know that if you tell the truth the way it is, you will never, ever smell that office. If you say it categorically and make them understand you don't have any right to appoint anybody who's going to be president, you got to win it on merit. Don't give us bread of shame. Then you know that when you say it, you will never ever smell that. Why are the senators still in the House of Parliament? Why are they there? They know that evil is going on out there. They can't. They cannot wake up and say, you know something, I'm out of here. No, they cannot. They don't have the guts, the audacity, the power to do that. Only Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, indefatigable leader, is the only one you can put him there in jail, offer him whatever you want. He's not coming out. He wants Biafra. In the parliament, there are people every day, they get up, they go there, they sit down. Some are even snoring and sleeping in there. All they are hoping is for 2023. The likes of Tinubu, they all know the truth. The likes of Obasanjo, they know the truth. But you know something? They will not say it. Because Chukwu Kiabiama has not given them that power to say things that are wrong. The Satan is in control of their lives, and Satan likes lies. Darkness, that's what it is. Look at Tinubu, who cannot barely walk. He is looking for... Somebody asked the question the other day, I was listening to it in Arise TV. Tell us how he got his money. No, that question was never answered. Because these are people that will buy the presidency with their money. They cannot speak the truth. They do not know that that truth is the only thing that will save them. You cannot deal with the Satan unless you tell the Satan that you are aware that he is there. If Tinubu should get up to where and say, Satan, I know you are here. Now, he will speak the truth. And when he says the truth, obviously, he's not going to be president. They are going to accuse him. Oh, because he lost in the last election. Oh, now he's turning against, because it's not his party. They leave the issues, they leave the message, they attack whoever gives the message. But you know something? This is what I'm saying about our leader. Our leader is in jail, is incarcerated. What we are asking for, two things. Bring him to court. Stop deceiving yourself and lying to yourself and changing charges, because there is nothing he has guilty of. You have nothing against him. No. When he can change and amend charges 300 charges in 1 second. You are even putting the words that are not even in the law book. And the man that in dark glasses that came out and says he's defending government, look at him, he's even already beginning to lie. Today, Nnamdi Kanu today denied being a member of IPOB. He did not deny it. He denied he refused, he's not a member of a terrorist organization called IPOB. The one that he leads is not a terrorist organization. Common sense. You wear that glasses, you come out there, you're talking. I know, probably the next thing we're going to hear is that he has resigned. Let us mark it out. Between now and 16th, you might not see that man in court. Because when you look at him, you see panic in his face. You see that already he's scared. How can you be scared of your fellow lawyers? You're lawyers and lawyers and lawyers and lawyers. And the judge too is a lawyer anyway. So why are you afraid? They have given you something that you cannot handle. We are watching. So what we are saying in a nutshell is that we are not doing anything to jeopardize our leader being there. First, we didn't do anything to make them put him there. Now they have taken this bone, this fish bone that is in their throat, and they don't know how to cough it out. We are not begging anybody to release our leader. People might go there. I'm not saying that what they are doing is wrong. No, but let me tell you something. Everything is in the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. No single person has the power to go there and talk to anybody and think because of this, because of what you are doing, is making it difficult for us to talk. You don't have to talk. Stay in your houses. We're not talking. We'll take talk about it. We have talk there too. Sit in your houses and allow Chukwu Okike Abiama to take his time, his own time. His time is the best. And finally, before I open up the line for you to talk, I have another one here. It's especially a special thanks to. We salute the courage of Abia Court to indict Nigerians for the military invasion of our leader's house, IPOB. This is from IPOB. We are saluting the Abia State High Court for indicting, for telling the truth. Yeah, for having the courage to speak the truth. That's the point. I was reading so many things and people were saying like, why won't he indict Nigeria? He's in Abia State. If he doesn't do that, people are going to attack him. This is the mentality, the brain of a stupid idiot. The way idiots think. They forget that this man is in high court. High court is high court of the zoo. Until we get Biafra, but that high court remains part of the zoo. He is telling it the way it is. Whether we like it or not, he has spoken the truth. What makes you think that you think everybody is a liar? Abuja High Court, we are watching. I'm going to see. This is getting more interesting every single day. I am counting. When they say 15th, 16th, 1/6, not 1/5, 1/16th of February is the date. All eyes will be glued. What I need you guys to do, Biafrans, is to listen to Radio Biafra for correct instruction on the activities on those days. Do not go out there and listen to false information and bring it in. All right, it says, following the judgment received yesterday, the 19th of January 2022 in Abia State High Court, sitting in Umuahia, we, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command and leadership of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, commend the presiding judge for his courage to declare the infamous military invasion of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house illegal. We commend the court for granting justice to our leader at a time Nigeria judiciary is fast losing the confidence of the world due to compromised ruling by some corrupt judicial officers. This latest judgment has to some extent redeemed the image of the judiciary in Nigeria, and we ask other judges handling IPOB matter to help salvage completely the battered image of judiciary in Nigeria in the eyes of your global colleagues in the judiciary. We equally appreciate the efforts of Barrister Aloy Ejimako and his team of lawyers for securing a true judgment in this matter. Since September 14, 2017, when this atrocity was committed, no court in Nigeria has been brave enough to commend the barbarity and brutality of the military until this judgment. Nigeria's security agencies invade our leader's compound in Afaruku Kingdom in Ibeku, Umuahia on 14th of September 2017 with a single objective to eliminate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, but God Almighty, Chukwukika Abiyama, yes, saved him from the evil hands of Fulani-controlled federal government security agencies. It is true that the award of 1 billion damage cannot equate or compensate the enormous loss of life occasioned by that barbaric military action. However, the symbolism is very clear. The Umuahia High Court ruling exposed the truth about the goings on to eliminate anybody found a supporter and sympathizer of Biafra agitation. The judgment also vindicated our leader, who never jumped bail, contrary to alleged by only escaped assassination by the military. The recent trumped-up charges preferred against our leader Mazi Nnamdi are another indication that Nigeria has nothing against him. The best thing for Nigeria's government and its security is to release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, unconditionally and redeem their image across the world, because the world is watching what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria should give us date for referendum to ascertain whether or not our people want to continue with the so-called One Nigeria. The only thing that can stop the agitation is date for referendum. On the freedom of our people, Biafra, we will continue to win Nigeria in every court. It's signed by my comrade, my powerful Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. That is the truth. They have to give us that. Referendum is what we have been asking for. But you know something? They had planned it from the beginning, but just the last minute, Chukwukika Abiyama has heard our prayer and has tried and has said he's going to redeem us. But you know something? While we are running around listening to all kinds of garbage that people are broadcasting, is because we are so anxious. I need to that we no say. You know, he's been in the pit of shit for a long time, and all of a sudden somebody, little children playing around, say, oh, look at that rat, let's try to rescue him. And the rat goes, please hurry up, because the place, the smell here is stinking. It's been there for a while. We've been in this slavery for a long time, and now Chukwukika Abiyama has, in his magnanimity, decided to give us a leader, somebody who will bring us out of it. And then we are here now clamoring to hurry up, to tell them to hurry up, because you know something, the slavery is biting on us too much. Yeah, it's been biting on you for hundreds of years, and today we are almost very close to the door. So be very, very patient. Don't mind what they say, because we know that from the beginning there has never been anything called One Nigeria. It's just a make-up thing, a British market, a British supermarket, a British Walmart. That's where they go to buy and sell for the British people. Now that they have gone, we could have brought ourselves back to what we were before they came, so that from there we can decide on what we want to do with our lives. But no, they will give us the opportunity. Now we're saying we are going to take it by force. Whether you want it, you don't want it, Biafra is gone, we are gone. No more national anthem in Nigeria, national anthem in any of our schools. Our children will start learning. We have already said it now, the exercise book makers. Make sure you get the lyrics and the wordings of this national Biafra national anthem and put them there. Put them in that exercise book at the back or the front page, so the children will be singing it every day. As they grow with it. The other nonsense that we used to sing is over. That's for the British. You can return it to the British archive. Let them take it and do whatever they want to do with it. Biafra national, land of the rising sun. That's our national anthem. And we are going to make sure that our children. Then the cow thing. Don't forget April. It takes off. Cows are banned. Nama. Not, well, let me not use the word cow, because the Brazilians, they do have cows. Or they can import cows, meat for us, for those who want to. But the cow from Nama, the Nama thing from the Fulani, we don't want them in our land. Those are contaminated animals that will kill us quicker than we want to die. So we are not going to, from April the 1st, April, I don't think it's 1st, I think it's somewhere around the 17th. That's the last day. Anywhere we see all those cows in our land, we'll take care of them. God knows. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Just to remind you that there's no such thing as one Nigeria. The clip I'm going to air for you right now is something that was said many, many years ago, and today it's happening. So listen to this before we open up the line.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of our great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools, and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. Gentlemen of the press and great people of Yoruba land and Nigeria, we welcome you to this epoch-making section convened to brainstorm on how to safeguard the security of lives and properties of our people in Lagos State and by extension.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is that on the 12th of October, barely 12 days after independence, I already told you that this nation called Nigeria shall be an extension. That's what they are doing. That's why they have the power to go to create their own Sharia court, Sharia law in a democratic dispensation, and nobody challenged it. They have the right to go to the clubs and disrupt property. They have the right to go to a liquor store and destroy properties of people. And nobody ever said anything. Nobody acts, people will act as if it doesn't exist. Oh, it's their Sharia law. If you don't like it, leave their home. Meanwhile, they are bringing poisonous cow to come and kill us in Biafra land. So we are now saying, we are not going to eat these cows anymore. We don't want it in our land. We don't want it in our land. Because the way you forbid beer, alcohol, the way you forbid it, that's exactly the way we forbid nama. Let me not use the word cow. There are things you call it nama. The way you forbid us drinking beer in your home is exactly the same way we forbid you bringing nama to us. Rule. Stay there with your Sharia while we stay here with whatever we're practicing. Our own Omenana, we don't eat nama. Nama is a taboo. Nama from the Fulani land is poison to us, and we are not going to eat it anymore. They can twist it any way they want. That we say, oh, we're not going to buy goods from the north. No, we never said that. We never said that, and whatever you think. I saw somebody even sent me something here where I saw pyramids of rice and everything, and they are saying Shai Buhari, without Buhari. Pyramids of rice that they piled up. That thing that computer can generate, I'm an amateur, whatever, but I can do that. It's a simple thing to do on the computer to create that pyramid to show us. What is the gain of showing me pyramids of rice when people are hungry? Are you people sane? You keep on deceiving yourself. Biafrans, it didn't start today. You are going to go into farm and make sure. Anyway, I know a lot of people are doing it already. Because somebody even showed me tomato that's planted in our home. Israel, what did they give them? When they gave them their land, when they gave them their independence, they gave them a desert. Today they are exporting tomato. It is not like dry land though. And then we have the resources naturally. The land we have is very, very fertile. We don't want Nama in our land. We don't want it. We are not going to eat it. We are going to forbid it. Anybody going to any, because these people, they kill us. That's what they said. They kill you. We kill you. And when you're going for the funeral, you buy our Nama to go and bury the person that we killed. This is unbelievable. It is very, very unbelievable. And but you know something? We are equal to it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Open up the line for you at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. All right, we're also on Skype. The Skype line is, not Skype, Signal. Signal line is 845-283-9665. Call us here and let us discuss, but please, please, please be kind to the next person. When you call, make sure that you spend as little time as possible so that others will have the opportunity to also come in and do exactly what you are doing. It's a discussion for everybody, not for any particular person. Just call in, and when you call, when I pick up the phone, just round up, turn down your listening device so that we don't waste time asking you to do that. Introduce yourself and tell us who you are. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Garba Shehu told BBC Hausa that a no-fly zone was imposed on Zamfara because of reports that jets are used to ferry arms to bandits. So bandits, you claim, they are hungry, they are not killing. How come they negotiated arms deal all over the world? They hired an aircraft to come and drop the weapons for them. And all of you say, we Nigerians, tomorrow morning I hear them.
All right, I have a call on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You're the first caller today.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi Iyke from here. My name is, good afternoon to you from here, Mazi. My name is Desmond and I'm calling you from Italy. Mazi, I want to thank you for your good work, and I say to Adema will continue to bless and strengthen you. Before I comment on analysis, Mazi, I want to go straight to the point to call out these numbers from IPOB National Body of Italy, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator, and it's for Biafrans in Italy to call and support ESN. It is strictly for the support of ESN, which is very, very important and in this critical stage of our struggle. So for Biafrans in Italy, please call any of these numbers. The first number is +39 35100460555. I'll repeat, +39 35100460555. This number is for IPOB National Coordinator in Italy. And the second one is +39 3512551274. Mas, am I coming out well?
Yes, loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I repeat the number again. The second number +39 3512551274. It is for the IPOB National PRO in Italy. Any of them you call, you be directed on how to support ESN. Mazi, for your analysis, I want to thank you. The point is that I want to encourage Biafrans to be disciplined. As you say, let us focus on getting our information from Radio Biafra. It is very, very important, and follow the instructions. The Monday sit at home has been suspended. I will not want to take the words of the Nigerian media, Punch newspaper, Mazi Iyke, our head Mazi Iyke, but I want to say that we are not leading for the release of our leader, because Nigeria committed a crime against humanity. nothing to plead about than for them to unconditionally release him, because Nigeria should be the people that are begging. Self-determination is a universal right as enshrined in the UN Charter, in the UN law, in the Article 1 of the UN law. It is there. At least we have been educated about all these things. So it is our right to seek and demand for self-determination. And referendum is the only way that, even in Nigeria itself, it was referendum that brought some part of Nigeria today. Adamawa. Some people there in Nigerian government, it was referendum that brought them being in Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar. So these things are our fundamental rights. So people going saying that anybody insinuating that many things is, we are not disturbing our people, as sit at home has been suspended by IPOB DOS, and people should get their facts straight and correct, you know. But we are saying that what we have right, and Nigeria has been committing crime. They have been killing our people. Who is talking? The house they just gone in, is it in Ukwa West in Abia State just the other day? Who is condemning them about that? All these people, they are, you know, Nigeria is a propaganda country. The media are lies and everything, but we don't care, because we are here for our freedom. Biafrans must remain resolute. We have one common goal. We are demanding the unconditional release of our leader, referendum, and Biafra freedom. Nothing again. They can say whatever they want to say. We don't care, because we are now wiser than before. And by the special grace of Nnamdi, we shall win. And also, I want to tell you that about the Al Jazeera thing, I think I can see some tweets from maybe their workers or something like that, trying to correct themselves, but they still have to put it in TV as they did. To say they did not put it on Twitter, they have to put it on TV. It's very important. Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke, and God bless you.
God bless you. All right, thank you so much. Yes, I think they're trying to make a correction on what they did. That tweet it is okay. It's okay to tweet it. It's okay to put in the news. But you see, the point is that it's themselves. Like I said, anything in a Sunday Biafra, you are killing yourself. When we classify Al Jazeera also as fake news, I don't know, because these are people that I trusted for single-handedly being able to interview the original Buhari when he was alive, when the IPOB, when he came to America, the embarrassment was so much that Al Jazeera had to be moved out of the United States because Barack Obama did not like what they did. But they did it. The truth was out, was spreaded out, and once the truth is out, it is out. There's nothing anybody can do about it. I have a call. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good afternoon from London.
Welcome to the program.
This is Mazi Iyke from London.
There we go.
Mazi, thank you. Thank you for the great job you're doing for Biafrans. I pray that you could bless you, bless your family, and bless all members of IPOB.
Yeah. Well.
Mazi, I want to thank you because that voice note you played today,
yes,
you know, is that to everyone that is in Nigeria, you know, the environment they've been living in for so many years. These same Fulani people are visitors in Nigeria.
Yes.
They are only tribe that they have no access to ancestral land. These are visitors. They crept into Nigeria. Their forefather. Today, they are in control of everything.
Yeah.
Everything in Nigeria, they are in control. And these are visitors.
Yes.
And the people who owns the land, they cannot rise up, you know, to even say one word or the other. Rather, it's all a submission.
Yes.
They come to Southeast, they pick one or two stooges, put them in power. They are doing their bidding, killing their own people, you know, to satisfy their Fulani masters. They go to Southwest, they do the same thing. They have already taken over the North, the Middle Belt, and here we are today. Still, Nigeria, people are talking about, is the only country on earth that is going backwards every single day. Nobody can come out and say this is what Nigeria has been able to achieve over the years. It's all killing, subjugation, slavery, deprivation, caused by what? By who? A particular people.
Yeah.
The people of Fulani, the tribe that entered Nigeria. They are not indigenous people. And yet our people, they can't rise up to say something or do something until our leader appeared on the scene.
Yes.
What we are saying, Nigeria cannot, Fulani cannot go to Kenya, kidnap our leader, extraordinarily rendition him into Nigeria, and they think they can go into trial. What happened in Faruku, in Umuahia High Court, is a preamble to what should happen in Abuja, because our leader was getting ready to attend court. They carried their Python dance, 1, 2, and whatever, and entered the palace of our leader and killed 28 people. Our leader ran away. And yet, even when our leader was in Israel, he even sent a message that if the Nigerian court can protect him, he is ready to come back to defend himself.
Yes.
It's not enough. That lawsuit is also lying in their court. They did not attend to it. Rather, they went to kidnap our leader, and then they want to hold him there. For what? For what crime? No single member of IPOB in Nigeria has been prosecuted. What does it show? It's only Fulani that said, oh, IPOB, they are terrorists. No country on earth has ever, proscribed IPOB. We've been in London here doing protests. The British police, they've been protecting us, guiding us for the protest we are doing. Is it how they guide a terrorist group? No. So what we are saying, let them release our leader unconditionally on this 16th by 1 p.m. The earlier Bint Anyaku, through whatever the Nigerian government is trumped up charges, throw them in the bin and set our leader free. I think the better life will be for everybody. And they give us a date for referendum. That's what we are saying. There is nothing again. Anybody will come out to say, for the continuation of one Nigeria. They can keep their one Nigeria to themselves in the north. But for us, Biafrans, we are out to go home. We are out to decide, whether we want to be part of Nigeria or not. There is no going back. And we will continue the agitation until the day we have our referendum. Yes, so, Mazi, I want to thank you. There is you remember there is a number I gave you some time ago. I don't know, maybe after the program.
Yes,
we might talk privately.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, that's fine. Yes.
We will talk privately. So God bless you, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, all right, my dear. Like what my brother just said, I keep saying, and I've said this on this program before. A tiny little book that was lying around in my family, we were playing with it. It's a pictorial book. The farmer, the camel, the farmer and its camel. Now at the back of that book is a giraffe. It's a camel. And then the man that was holding the camel had like the farmer himself, he had something. So the story is pictorial. I wasn't able to read at that time. I was very young. But that picture remains steady in my mind because my elders, my bigger brother and sisters, so they were able to interpret what the story is about. The story is about a farmer who had a camel, and during the winter, it was very cold. Then I didn't know what winter meant, but it said during the cold season, the farmer went into his hut and light on fire, and the place was warm, and the camel was outside. And the camel goes, it's very cold out here. Why don't you just allow me to bring in just my head alone? And the man said, but the hut is very small for us. Anyway, I can allow you to bring in only your head. Then the camel took his head in there, and they're warming, and he goes, but my legs are outside, my torso and my other part of my body is outside, and it's getting very, very chilly there. Can you allow me to bring in? The man said, but the place is small. I already allow you to bring in your head. Okay, let me shift for you. Then he brought in his back leg and then kicked out the farmer. and took over the hut. That's Fulani. This is a story. I'm not, for whatever reason, this story has remained in my mind since I was a child. I don't know if I was up to 5 years old when I saw that story. That is exactly what they do. They come to your home. They kick you out and they take it out. Not that they are coming to live with you, they're coming to kick you out. That's exactly what they have done. From the beginning, this estate called, this Nigeria, this new country nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of our father's estate. We shall not even allow them to rule over us. We will do everything to make sure that we subjugate them, we subdue them. That's Fulani. But thank God for Mazi Nnamdi. And thank God I'm alive today to remember something that I read, a picture. I wasn't reading. I wouldn't say it's a pictorial book. In fact, one day I went to the Google to see that book is there in the Google. The story. That's typical story of the Fulani. They come to kill you and take away your home. They're not coming to live with you. Nobody. Every people like people to live with them peacefully, but that's not what they are coming for. They are coming to make sure that they take over your home, your land. Caller, good morning on WhatsApp. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I Peters. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. I tried to come out yesterday, but it was really busy. But anyway, thank you that I'm in today. Thank you for having me, Maz. My name is Maz Madabuchi. I'm calling from my location. Maz, allow me to appreciate Onyendu, who stands strong to defend his people. I say, may his days belong on this earth. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency. Long live IPOB. Long live United States of Biafra, and also long live ESN. Maz, you see about HAUSA-SERVICE, what they are reporting. Maz, they did not say it. They read the something on their script. They read what we are reading on their script. But I think one thing is missing there. What is missing there? They said Nnamdi Kanu plead guilty. They just miss not guilty. Only NOT. They missed there. I think maybe they are in a rush. That's why they make that mistake. Believe me, that mistake comes from the person that writes something there. He says Nnamdi Kanu plead not guilty. Supposed to put them not, but he forgot to put not guilty. That's why it's controversial now. If he says Nnamdi Kanu is plead guilty, then it's wrong. You have to say Nnamdi Kanu did not plead guilty. Only not, I forgot to put there. But anyway, they are making a correction of that. As one of our brothers says, they have to put on their screen also. Let their listeners and their viewers saw that Nnamdi Kanu is not plead guilty. So it's the mistake from them. That's number one. Mazi, number two, what I want to say, see, HAUSA-SERVICE is calling us separatists. You see, Biafrans, we are separatists. That is true. We are not denying that. We want to secede from the zoo. That's why they are calling us separatists. We are not the first people they have called separatists before. If Catalonia from Spain, the leader of Catalonia, they call him also separatist. That is so. And also South Africa that you are hearing to the apartheid. The meaning of apartheid is separatist. It's a separatist. That's the meaning of apartheid. So we are not the first person this HAUSA-SERVICE have been calling separatists. So we are welcome it. It's not hurting us. What we want is to succeed from the zoo. And we are going to succeed no matter whatever it takes. Maz, coming to what happened in Umahia, I want to ask this question. Maz, I always ask question. Federal High Court in Umahia and Federal High Court in Abuja, is it any difference?
Of course, no difference. Just the location.
Okay. Why I ask this question now? Are the Federal High Court in Abuja going to objection that Nnamdi Kanu have won the case that is not John Bell? Is it possible that they're going to object it?
Why would they object that? They will not.
Yeah.
It's a high court. High court is high court. It's given their ruling, that's all.
Yeah. Why I ask this question? This is not a state court. This is Federal High Court in Umahia and Federal High Court in Abuja. So all the same is federal. So they will know how to handle this case now because Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. That's what the Federal High Court in Umahia said. And Maz, another question I want to throw to you. If all these Gotham media that are using this language that Nnamdi Kanu jump bail, if they continue using this language, are we going to sue them for using that language?
I don't know about that, but what I know is that they must be stupid to use it. They will not use it. They will not even talk about it anymore. Just mark it somewhere. They will not even go there to talk about it because they know the content.
Okay.
They know what it means for them to say he jumped bail when the court has already ruled that he did not jump bail. So let's round it up. Go ahead, sir. Just make it fast so I can take
I will round it up, sir. You know why I'm asking this question? Because we are in the winning side. This Gota Zoom media, they always have to go in negative ways. Now the court have said that Nnamdi did not jump bail. He escaped to survive for his life. Now we are watching to see who will use that language again. Now, Maz, before I drop, you see this clip that you play on 12th of October 1960, they says that they will never allow us to control our own future and they will never allow us to rule them. Maz, when I heard this thing, Maz, I don't know how I feel. Even before the war, we never go to war before this man said this thing. That's to tell you that these people have already mastermind what they are going to do, that they believe that that country belongs to them. It's the estate. And they will now allow us to control our future. Maz, whenever you play this clip, Maz, it irritates me so much. I don't know how I feel. But anyway, Maz, we are in the winning side. We are going to get Biafra. Whatever happens, Biafra is our goal. And Biafra we shall get. Thank you for having me and God bless you. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. They have their plans from beginning. The estate is their father's extension of their father, according to their terrorist leader. They call him Usman Danfodio. The man that came in is the man that led the jihad. He wants to dip the Quran in the sea. But that one, you don't ever walk. There's nothing they can do. They can struggle all they want, but they will always waste their own time. Call out on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon to you, Mazi Dr. Iyke. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans. May the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama continue to keep us moving forward. My name is Sugo, and I'm calling from my location. See, the truth when it comes to the clip you play is that our people, especially the people that doesn't love what we are doing, it is good for them to come across this information. What happened how many years ago remains the goal of the useless Fulani people. But I wonder why they think that they will come to our land and kill us and take our land successfully. Let me tell them what is going on today when it comes to the restoration of Biafra is a message to every one of them, this particular generation of Fulani. If you doesn't want to repent, if you want to continue in your old mentality agenda of taking another man's land, killing them, taking what belongs to them, and you think you have arrived, you think you will succeed, you can never, because that is not the will of God. It is not the will of God for man to kill his fellow and take the thing that belongs to that particular one. So you can never succeed. Yes, it is the desire and the will of your great-grandfather, Osman Danfodio. And so many of you are championing it today. We are telling you, you will continue to perish. Let me say this. When Ujuku died, so many of them jubilate. They were seriously happy. If you ask them what happened, they say Biafra is dead. All of a sudden, they couldn't believe that somebody like Nnamdi Kanu will come out. So, the fueling and the high level of the agitation of Biafra today remains the reason why of Lambarangeli Jibu Buhari. He died out of heart failure of what he sees. They couldn't believe it. And that is how it's going to happen to every one of you. This particular generation of Fulani is supposed to somehow get sense, but you don't have sense. Killing somebody and trying to take his land, you can never continue on that. That is not the will of God. All of you that is engaging yourself in these activities of killing innocent people, you are going to pay. It's a promise. You are going to pay for the people you kill. If you like, die. We will open up this book. Our children will open up the book to make sure that we punish your generation. So that is the reason why we are saying the world is civilized. think that that old mentality can work. It can never work. So everything you are doing today, the record is ongoing, and we were promising you that you will never forget it. All the people that you killed, their brother, their father, their brothers and sisters, they are warming up to return back to you. So if you like, you call yourself a Fulani man. If you like, continue to engage yourself in these full activities of information of taking another man's land. What we are trying to tell you, of taking another man's land, is not of God, and they can never work. So that Osman Danfodio ambition, saying that you will not allow them to control their destiny, you people are fools. Are you not? You are not seeing what is going on today. Our destiny remains our destiny. Our gifts remains our gifts. Our is very special. People prepare them, and the Almighty God made it that way. So envy, jealousy will kill all of you, but we are promising you that you can never take our land. And our destiny, we must control it by our steps. There is nothing like one Nigeria. If you like, do all you like. That is your special property. And we are leaving it for you. And there is nothing will make us to share it again with you. We want to go. We want to have our own country. That is our Biafra, that is our own. And we want to go to our own. Mazi, thank you so much.
There we go. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peter.
There we go. Good morning.
I am Aguluchuku Chisom Ejike.
Welcome to the program.
Calling from my location.
There
Yeah, Mazi, when we are listening to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not separatists. Nigerian is just 60-something years today. They are independent. But we have been, our forefathers have been born. They have been existing before the creation of Nigeria in 1914.
That's right.
Most of us met our grandfathers. So we are not Nigerian. Some people were not born Nigeria. Who are we then? So we are not separatists. Point of correction and point of order.
That's right.
We are Biafrans. We are Igbo. We are Biafran. We have been existing before something of Nigeria came in. Just 1914.
Yeah.
Most of us met our grandfather died at the age of 130 something, 140 something.
Right.
So how? Who are they then? What is their nationality then?
Yes.
So our leader has debated and brought this thing to the line to them to come and debate it. None of them come out. Call us. Whatever they call us, we will not accept it.
That's right.
Because we are not their pet. It's only your pet you can give name.
That's right.
We are Biafrans and we are Biafrans. And we have been existing before Nigeria.
Yep.
So that is who we are. Yep. We cannot accept what the gutter media are calling us. That is not who we are. That one is one. Two, again, please, our people, we should not over rejoice. Oh, the task is still ahead of us. It's still ahead of us. So, because this is just a half time, or we have never even played half time.
Yeah.
So, every person should put on the seatbelt and do more work more, for us to make sure that we conquer till the last whistle blow. That bill will give that our flag will rise up. Then, if you want to naked in the street of Biafra to celebrate it, you naked and celebrate it. For now, there is no celebration. We have nothing to celebrate. We have nothing to be happy now. That is what I.
Thank you. Yeah, your line is kind of breaking. All right, thank you. You've made your point. This is Radio Biafra USA too. You know, when they talk about separatists, my brother, you're very correct in the sense that Nnamdi Azikiwe, according to his history, according to his autobiography, he was born in 1904, which means he was 10 years old when Nigeria was created. So where did he come from? Is he a Nigerian? Bafemi Awolowo was, I think, 1912. In other words, he's 2 years older than Nigeria. So where did he come from? These are the two people that I know that really went to jail for Biafra. These are the people that went for Nigeria. These are people that were called terrorists, and eventually they jailed them and they locked them up. But today, what their grandfather said on October 12th. This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension. Now, wow, a country is an extension of your own. These are Fulani people. They don't, like I said, they don't come to live with you. They come to destroy you. They come to take over your land. And that's exactly what they do. That's what they know how to do. They do it, and they do it, and they do it. And you know something? We, at this time, resist them because you know what? We are IPOB, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop what we are doing. We are different from others. And when we go, they will wish that we had lived forever and ever.
We are not like other people.
Absolutely.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Yes, after we're gone, they will know that this is the generation that we are in today, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop us. We're getting Biafra, whether they want it or not. Biafra is already around the corner for us, so we are determined to get it, regardless of what they think. All right, I have a call. Let me take this one. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, my brother. Peters.
Yeah, well.
This is Martin Wukuro, your main man.
There was, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me just first of all start with this clip of Ahmadu Bello or whatever the men they call. See, that clip, as one of our brothers just said, that clip is very irritating. It's very insulting.
Oh, no.
It's not a motivational speech. So I don't even know whether you people should continue playing that clip because it makes people to run mad. How can a visitor come and make such comments? It's 1960 something, and our forefathers our leader used to say in their stupidity couldn't pick it up. Now at this our generation, we are seeing that statement as very, very insulting. It's very degrading for us to be hearing that type of thing at this age. So that's what I want to say on that one. And coming on our father, Mazi Iyke, although you rightly say that you were quoting from the Punch newspaper, I don't believe that man should. He's supposed to know the right officers of IPOB that he should approach to ask, are we still continuing this seat at home? At least he should have the phone number of the Mapawako. He should have the phone number of the POS leader. And he even said that the so-called Buhari arranged for him to go and see our leader in the detention. I believe our leader might have told him, I am here. If you want to know anything about Biafra, contact so-and-so person, contact so-and-so person. Not to listen to Facebook or whatever it is. So I don't believe he made such, although you rightly said you were quoting from the Punch newspaper, until we see the clip before we start believing. Then coming to this judgment on Umuahia, that judgment was from Federal High Court, Umuahia.
That's right.
That Federal High Court was built by federal government. The judge there was employed by federal government, and all the staffs there, furniture, everything, even the vehicles, all belong to the federal government.
That's right.
But he gave a correct judgment, not minding that the federal government is paying him.
Yep.
So there's no two ways about it. He just gave it's the same thing Bintaneko is going to do. Mark it somewhere. Because Bintaneko is even tired about this case. He's going to end this case on that February. So that let the heaven fall. It's the same federal high court. So there's nothing you can do about it. So let's be watching and pray that our leader will soon come out.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ndukwe. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still on 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. I'm also on Signal. The Signal line is 845-283-9665. All right, like my brother just said, Federal High Court remains Federal High Court. There's nothing you can do about it. The court is made to speak the truth. It doesn't matter who's paying the bill. First of all, they're supposed to be very independent, even though the government is, they have a fund. When they do a budget, they give them their own money. So they don't have to depend on government to go and come in today and take tomorrow. Except some of them have lost their dignity. They have lost their respect. They become part of the problem instead of being the solution to the problem. All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Finally, I'm on your platform.
Welcome. Yes, good morning.
This is a baby they're calling.
Thank you.
Okay, regarding, in fact,
yes.
He told us well, anyone that is getting your information off of Facebook, I pity you.
Yes.
Because Radio Biafra is a university where you don't have to pay any money to get information that we previewed, whenever you started. I started in 2015, so I've learned a lot about our history and who we are.
Yes.
And secondly, Nnamdi was telling us that Twitter is bigger than, the explosion from Twitter is bigger than that of a bomb.
Yes.
So, now RG Zebra, whatever they call that media name,
yes,
finally replied to the Twitter handle of Adobe, and it's being forwarded to the HOD. Okay. They've retracted their information. They apologized that it was a mistake.
Yes.
And that, but one thing is maintainable. They are still calling them the separatists, which we are not.
Yes.
But at least they've said that no mistake, and he pleaded not guilty. So they apologized for the misinformation.
Very good.
I'm
happy to hear that. That's so good.
Yes.
Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The callers, the lines are still open at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Yesterday I asked a question. Are they trying to become fake news? Because I know Al Jazeera, I trusted Al Jazeera from the beginning, to be honest. And when I heard it yesterday that this is what they did, I quite believe and agree with them that it is a mistake, a genuine mistake. It wasn't. There was no bad intentions. Since they forwarded it to the US, I think it's okay. Let's move on. About the separatist issue, why would they? I want them to start thinking too. The way they think about this one is, we are not separatists. In fact, Nigeria is more or less separatist, the grabber, because we were there before they came in. Did they ever ask the question, the founding fathers of Nigeria, when were they born? Nnamdi Azikiwe, that we know, is the actual date. He was born in Zenguru, somewhere in the north, in 1904, I'm sorry. So he's 10 years older than his country. What was he before that time? Okay, Abafemi Awolowo was 1912, somewhere in Kenya or something like that. That's where he was born. He's 2 years older than the two. Caller, good morning. I have
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mazi Peters from here. Thank you. My name is Chukwemeka Wambuza. I'm calling from Italy, aka Chris. Mazi, there are things, I have a philosophy, my own personal philosophy in life, and that philosophy goes in this way. I want to use it as figurative words to say what I want to say. That philosophy I have always says, this God we are calling God, Christ, as he said, came for humanity. And there's something I learned. People, even if you be a pastor, be you a reverend, be whatever you are, the spirit of that God lives in you. That anytime, and that spirit of God is that good thing. You know something that is good, you do it. The right thing, you do it. That is good spirit of God. But you can see a reverend father or a pastor or whoever or any person start doing evil. When that person start doing evil, you will see that when you do the first one, before you do anything, commit crime or anything, their spirit will first message you. Don't do this thing. This is bad. You resist. This will be messaging you. You resist and do it. Even to steal, you do the first one. The message will come back. The next time you want to do the same thing again, the message will come again. They give you the same message. You resist and do that evil. Third, fourth, fifth, then that good spirit will leave you. Then you will be erupt with evil spirits. Whatever that is bad is what you are going to do. And that moment you see it as a good thing in your life. Everything you do is bad, but we see it as a good thing. That is why what's happening to Odyssey. We know when they say is sucked in hand with the blood, so it's full of evil. That evil will conquer that person. Why am I saying this? There are some arch saboteurs in this in Biafra land. Some of them yesterday said, "You should not rejoice. This case is appealable. If the zoo like, let them appeal this case to Jerusalem. If they like, let them go to New York, appeal to it." There are irrefutable evidence that people were killed. Our leader was chased away from the Islam. Nobody can deny this. It's a fact. So because of evil has erupted this person, you now start tackling maybe some people calling and say, commending our lawyer, our legal team of their good job, and they start tackling them. And today, because of his evil living inside him, make him not to see that this is what the judgment yesterday is a true judgment, because nothing, we don't complain, we don't configure anything. This case was that our leader was, his right was violated, and everybody knows about this. Even the land you put your leg knows about this. 28 people was massacred. It was live on video. Everybody saw it. So because of these persons, the devil has eaten inside him. He blind him. He started making comments yesterday, talking on his radio that this our people should not regard because of this case is appealable. This is a wickedness, and because of such people, they will perish. At the end of this process, they will see themselves. If they can live to see Biafra, I pray that all of them tackling us will die before Biafra will come. Thank you, Mazi Peter. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. I'll take a very short break and I'll be back with you. Stay tuned.
Nigerians, we are in Nigeria together, the unity of our country and the patriots. Anyway, whom the gods want to destroy, they first make them mad. Nigerians are mad, and that is why foreign people are in your forest killing you. People are so hopeless, so idiotic, so foolish. I don't know what Lugard did to some of you, did to the brains of your parents, because I pity. I don't, honestly speaking, once you're a Nigerian, I don't see you as a human being. I'm being honest with you. I do not see you as a human being. And that is why I commend those soldiers who are leaving the zoo. How can you see? Sometimes I wonder, how can you come from the middle belt and you are in the army? From the east, you are in the army. From the west, you are in the army. The same army that instead of getting these bandits they brought from Sierra Leone, from Mali, from all these places to go and fight Boko Haram, they use you to go and fight Boko Haram. And after fighting them, the same Nigeria you claim you're serving, some of their idiots like Sheikh Gumi, or should I say Abubakar Gumi, she's not a sheikh, only an Arab man can be a sheikh. Abubakar Gumi will come out and say, my dear brothers, my dear bandit brothers, people you should be upset with is the Christian soldiers killing you with Nigerian army uniform. These are people serving supposedly their nation. Somebody endorsed by the presidency, because Lai Mohammed said that he is in support of what Sheikh Gumi is saying. So that means that Lai Mohammed is in support of Sheikh Gumi. I keep calling him Sheikh, that dirty, filthy looking thing. What Lai Mohammed said is that I support what Abubakar Gumi is doing with the bandits, which means that the federal government of Nigeria is in support of Abubakar Gumi, in the new minister for banditry and kidnapping. And this same representative of Nigerian government said that it is Christian soldiers killing Muslims, and you are still wearing the army uniform of Nigeria, and you are fighting who? Who are you fighting? Why can't all of you leave tomorrow morning? What are you doing there? That is the reason I keep castigating black people. Are you that foolish that you cannot reason? You are in Sambisa forest fighting. Your village, your ancestral forest is being occupied by the same people they claim that you're fighting. Are you normal? Is your brain okay at all? Everybody must leave the army and the police. If you stay there, you will die. Especially those in Biafra land, you will, God knows you will die. I'm telling you the truth. You will, I said it before. You will kill us. Many years you will kill us. Then after that, we will kill you. And then shortly after that, Biafra will come. I've been saying it from day one. They will kill us. We will kill them. In the end, Biafra will come. Without apologies, no idiot. I'm not apologizing. Remember when they used to kill us? We will come and be writing long gram. Of course, myself, one of them. We are placing the world on notice for many years. After a while, when we write, they just throw it away. Is it not that IPOB, that toothless bulldog, they just throw it away? And we kept, we went into prayer and fasting. And we kept saying to the dead, please avenge your death. We pray to Elohim. Of course, we cannot pray to the spirit of the dead. It's not good. It's idolatry. We kept saying to Elohim, avenge. You are a God of vengeance. Avenge your children. Fight our battles for us. As we were praying and fasting and asking God to fight our battles, from nowhere unknown gunmen came on. We don't know who they are. Like as if they are angels from heaven. And they're not fighting our battles for us. You see, all those policemen and women and army that killed our people, we don't know where these angels came from. They are called unknown gunmen. They are doing a very marvelous job now, avenging the death of their people. They want the police and the army to understand when you lose somebody, how painful it is. Because if you leave them, they will massacre everybody. They will kill. They have no soul. Nigeria army, Nigeria police, they have no soul. These are Fulani. They are led by Fulani that they have no soul. They are evil to the core.
Les référendums, ça fait partie c'est-à-dire quand le peuple ne veut plus, et il faut demander le référendum. Nous demandons ça pour que l'ONU nous accorde cette opportunité de décider où nous allons. Parce que les nations que vous comprenez, vous attendez comme le Nigeria continue à tuer ces peuples, continue à envoyer les militaires contre les civils. Et vouloir, parce que nous sommes les chrétiens, nous ne sommes pas les musulmans. Mais il veut que tout le pays, il veut que tout le Nigeria soit un pays islamique. Et nous ne voulons pas. Voilà pourquoi le groupe qu'on appelle IPOB est sorti et resté avec notre leader, Mazi Iyke, pour demander le référendum vers l'ONU. Donc, cet référendum, nous pensons que l'ONU fera tout possible de respecter leur engagement contre le pays, contre les gens qui demandent le référendum. Donc voilà pourquoi, à partir de maintenant, les Biafrans continuent à demander, les Biafrans continuent à manifester au monde entier pour demander le référendum. Donc voilà pourquoi les Biafrans que nous sommes et nos enfants qui sont nés dans les autres pays. Supportez les Biafra, supportez les drapeaux, et rejetons ce qui concerne le Nigeria, rejetez les drapeaux nigériens, rejetez les maillots nigériens. Quand tu dis tu ne veux plus le Nigeria, il faut rejeter tout ce qui concerne le Nigeria. Mazi, thank you for the opportunity you gave to me. Yes, our people must understand that Biafra must come. There's nobody can stop the Biafra restoration as far as IPOB and the Biafrans are concerned. Thank you, Mazi. Remember.
All right, thank you. Remember, let's have another one on straight line. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Caller on straight line. Go ahead, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi Iyke. My name is Oyogene Bro. I'm calling from Paris, France.
Welcome to the
program. I am the secretary IPOB Paris zone. I'm calling to contribute. First of all, I want to thank you for your good work, and I want to thank all Biafrans worldwide for their solidarity, and IPOB members worldwide for their solidarity, for their support behind our leaders, and for the restoration of our sovereign state of Biafra. I'm calling today because to thank first of all our legal team, also Alajimako for the victory give us in Umuahia High Court. I see some people analyzing that victory in Umuahia High Court to say that they gave the $1 billion, the 1 billion naira they awarded our leader is an insult to Biafra compared to what the High Court in Yoruba land awarded to Sunday Igboho. I want to let them know that we are not after the money, but the importance of the victory of the ruling is very, very important.
The message, because
it will play a vital role in the ongoing case going in Abuja. Because, for example, if they are going to argue for how do I put it, for the day for our leader, for example, in the case that is coming up the next year in the February 16th. So automatically, the prosecutor will not have any argument to say, okay, we granted the bail at the first time and it jumped bail. So that one has been crashed, has been quenched. So with that ruling in the Federal High Court in Abia State. So I want to let those that are analyzing their rubbish that said Alajimako didn't do a nice job, why you have to go for 1 billion and so on and so forth. We are not after the money. They can keep the money. The ruling is very vital to us. So I want to thank all Biafran worldwide. We must keep keeping on. We must keep fighting on until we get our victory. Our victory, our destination, our goal is to free our leader and to get our solid state of Biafra. And I want to use this opportunity also to thank our legal team also to keeping on. We are solidly behind them. We are solidly behind them. Financially, in every way, we are solidly behind them. And before I drop Mazi Iyke, I want to thank you once more. My name is Okoti Rokenebru. I'm a Urobo Biafra. I come from Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land, and I come from Abraka precisely. Yes. So I want to use this opportunity. I want to use this opportunity to speak to my brothers and sisters also from the coastal region that we have to rally up. We have to rally behind our interland Igbo Biafrans. You know, they are our brother. Yes. Like what I used to say to my brother when I call him, when I tell him about Biafra, he say, no, I don't trust Igbo people. I said, no, Igbo people, they are very nice people. They are our brothers. So let's put that division aside, because just to make everything short, I tell him that I'm ready to, I prefer to be a slave to an Igbo man than to be a slave. Just an example, that to be a slave to a Fulani man that we don't have anything in common. Right. You know? Right. So just to cut everything short, we keep keeping on with time.
Talk to your people in your language. Let me hear.
No, sorry, sir. The thing is that I'm not too much fluent in my language. Okay. You know, I can understand very well, but I don't speak very well. So, okay. Only of me, Epakome, Awe Kumakube, Awe Orawa Biafrana, Awe support only of our Igbo, Awe Banai Kumakube. Look, you know, but all the same, they understand what I say.
You have done well. Thank you
very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
it's not easy at all.
Okay, bye-bye, sir.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right,
Thank
this is Radio Biafra USA too. I'm still asking, where's FA1? What happened? You're not calling the station. You see, somebody's trying to speak the language because I just remembered you because of the language, because you're very fluent at it. It's not easy, my brother, because it's even some of us, the Igbos, like me too. I don't know if I can speak it completely without saying what's like because. You don't know. It's not easy, but we are learning because our leader, Mazi Iyke, I watched him on BBC interview. This man spoke complete Igbo language without even asking because, kama. You just say it the way it is. It is not easy. When you're saying how do easy, go and try it. And when you go in there, you see that it is not very, very easy because you're not used to. It's like every language. If you don't speak it always, you tend to try to forget some of the words. I was very fluent in speaking the Efik language, and but today I wouldn't boast that I can do it the way I was doing it many years ago because there's nobody. In fact, one of our sisters here from Horon, no, she's from Cross River actually. One day I was talking to her and I was speaking in the language, and he goes, "But you're so fluent in this thing." Even me, I find it. I say yes because I'm dropping it because I don't have people that interact with me in that language. If I stay and they interact with you all the time with the language, most of my classmates that I meet as adults now, most of them came to this country, some of the universities and things. Discover that even the language affected their accent. They are not from Akwa Ibom, they're not from Cross River per se. But the way they speak their English, it affects you one way or the other. It's not bad. We're all the same thing. And let me take this one. Caller on straight line. I have caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please make it very brief. The time is almost going. Caller on straight line. Are you there? All right. I have to leave that one and take another one. I don't know why he's not talking. I have a call on principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, that one also goes, and then back again to the straight line. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Please make it very brief because we don't have any more time left. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Mazi, thank you very much, my big brother. It's your brother who's calling from UK. I just want to appreciate Biafra all over the whole world. Our leader, I tell my heart to guide and protect you. Mazi, first of all, I want to say something here. Any video, anything that we didn't see on video this time around is invalid. If our elder spokesman, we love him, but one thing I want Biafrans to know is that, remember what our leader used to always say to tell us. He always said to us that he should, everybody should, everybody should, one thing about this freedom we are fighting. Everybody should know that, let me put it clear, that this our path as simple as ABCD. It's IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi, Biafrans or nothing. Nobody else. Anything we did not hear from him, if our leader Mbazwe Kamechi says this is not come out in video to see it so that we can direct him, and we don't want to lay allegation on him or something that he did not say, so that if we say it on video, then we can know how we can direct him, and then we can direct him in the way we want. So we can even, if he said it, then we can ask him question. What have you done since the First Republic? Mazi, I don't care to know. You see this freedom. Mazi, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Yes. You see, Niger Bridge, for the whole past, all since 1960, there have been every president, Igbo Niger Bridge, up to today. Mazi, I have a lot to say, but let me. One thing I want to tell Biafrans, that's my brother that spoke now. I want to correct some certain things. You know, have witness. We are all Old Eastern region. If you come to Old Eastern region, everybody have their own dialect. Everybody have their own dialect in Old Eastern region. But in the history of Ndigo, are not Nigeria. I don't even if Fulanis are indigenous of Nigeria, then I will be understanding it. They are not indigenous. These people are from Futajolon. They are not even Nigeria. But Britain give the right to rule over everybody. But why am I saying this is this? They came with the help of Gowon and Babangida and Obasanjo and some other people. They came and divide us, put that division, they put hatred. Mazi, these people put hatred in our brothers in coastal region against their own brothers in Igbo. They put, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come, and the ones that understand it tell us what happened, and everybody begin to come together. But in the history of Igbo, we never take what does not belong to us. It's not in our DNA. We did not even enslave anybody. Go and check. Britain will tell you more. We never enslave anybody, and it's not in our blood, and we can never enslave anybody, and we can never take what does not belong to us. That is why you see any Igbo man, he fights. He makes sure, even in snow and rain, he makes sure that he put his hand in a dirty to make sure that he gets what he wants to live with, to make his money in a genuine way. The people that you see that now are not making their money in Biafra land are these politicians. That is why you see this Okebeke, let them bombing our people, killing our people, thinking that if he get out from there, Biafrans are going to spare him. It's not that. Him himself will know. When he finish, then we will know how to get him. Mazi, and before I go, we see this our brother Ugo Chinyere that went to Aba. Please, everybody should go and listen to the tape of that our brother, what he said in that court that day. It's not all about the whatever the judge pronounced about the money. It's about the dignity and the right of our leader. The whole world have seen it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was about to kill by the Nigerian government, and then unfortunately, Tukokakabama removed him from there. If you want to know more, the interview is in Israeli national TV. You can see what the presenter asked him. You can see what he answered. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want everybody to go and listen to Ugo Chinyere, what he told in the Igbo. Hate anybody that hates you. Buhari hate us. Hate them, Mazi. And I wish people how anybody will come in my front and say he hates in the Igbo. Man, I get there immediately. Because we have never done anything wrong to Nigeria. None. Since Nigeria was amalgamated, these people keep killing us. Killing Indigo as if that nobody. That is why I'm saying if somebody want to, if he really say this, make it clear in a video so we can know that we can redirect him. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Are you still there? All right, my brother just dropped. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Okay, I will still stay on because USA 1 probably is not coming in.
You know, he's a miracle working God. I don't know where he sent the unknown gunmen. I don't know. The people name them unknown gunmen. That's how we know them by. And believe me, they're doing a very marvelous job. And I will pray more, I will fast more, for many more to come. These people, they go to, they slaughter you, we write letter. In fact, once the letter comes, they put it in the dustbin. We said, okay, is that how it's done? Okay. We went into prayer and fasting. We kept praying until, should I say,
all right, call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good afternoon from here, Biafra land.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Abbas Ejike Gabriel. I'm calling from my location now. Mazi Iyke, without wasting much of your time, I know that you are running out of time.
Yeah, we're still going to stay on. The other station is not. So go ahead, sir.
We will continue pray for our leader and thanking God Almighty for giving us somebody like Mazi Nnamdi to lead us through. There's nothing that like enemy can do to us. The Chukwuka Abiyama guide him and protect him. In Chukwuka Abiyama we pray. Mazi Peters, I listened to your analysis this morning and the decree you prayed. Our leader, we know that Odama or Danfodo or Fulani Danfodo, what he mentions, they are never born our leader then, but our leader is come out to destroy it, and he's already destroyed it. We know that there's nothing Fulani can do to Biafrans. They are planning it, but our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu take the position. For the lies from Fulani and the Nigerians, you know, when they are created Nigerians, they are created Nigeria with lies and everything. They always lies against Biafrans throughout all the times, from the beginning to now. But what I'm urging all the Biafrans, please try and stand on the truth. Whenever you are not sure, don't put your mouth. Make sure that you stand on the truth. The only truth will save us, as our leaders always teach us. That's the only truth, and that is why our leaders still alive today, because he stands on the truth, and only the truth can give us this Biafra. We stand on the truth. So all the Biafran, please, we must stand on the truth. Say the truth all the time. You see? Thank you very much. I Peters. Thank you very much. May you remain blessed.
Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are here still taking calls. Let me go to WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazas Mudo Chineke Dre.
Newo.
I can get ife na mere ife can ife na mere ife. Afa mo bụ Maduka eji aka. Abụ m onye Nnewi South.
Newo.
Ekene Biafra all over the world, IPOB. The genuine ones. Ekene Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nwachukwu oke Abịama. Asị m udo Chineke dịrị onye ọbụla. Topic you wepụtara this morning. Maka Mbazurika Amechi. Mbazurika Amechi is the boy is good.
Yes.
He's from the same local government with me. Okay. If you nchọrọ ịgba Mbazurika Amechi bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abịa for Nigerian these criminals ha na-eme that time oge nkefa na ha ji fail all the whole young youth now. I know him very well. I don't want to say anything bad against him, but if any achieve bụ ya were ire graze on because afụkpọ ebe o si from Nnewi South afụkpọ ekwena ka expose we ya kpari owu if I na show freedom for our generations. Our generations, we are not fighting for one Nigeria. Nigerian government, if Nnamdi Kanu need referendum, senior referendum. I flag. Go and look history of Fulani people. They can never stop. So we can never wait for them. So Mbazurika Amechi ya respect or respect you onwe. You gotta go. Man, there if on no. Then another thing, all those Fulani herdsmen, Alhaji Kaubaraje, Alhaji Kaubaraje. Also now machineries don't the Fulani water. I could journalist who have be this thing for the first time till now. Yeah. But we are marching forward. I am a demon. I am Niru. On your Bonabera Korasara, if I name I really Ajanagaria. Yes. All the genuine IPOB, on your Bonakoro, stand sale. Can I fight those people? Charge is saying our leader. 8 years ago, Buhari go. Then Momodu name our leader interview. Only if our leader got idea. But how they use all those ones? Head to here, our leaders now, now this man no national Kubru Buhari or Nasa Biafra, but which you counter that Okua wrote today. So those people know they know what they are doing, but we are less road. I was standing now to bomba to bomba. I surrender because we are marching forward and I want Biafra. Now have to go Kabiama. When I am mad I am my answer Nnamdi Kanu, you want to try Biafra. Oh, I didn't do Biafra. Yes. And I Biafra now to go Kabiama. He said. Hello. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. This is very correct. What our brother is saying makes sense. Like I said before, our father, Mazi Iyke, we are not trying to be rude. I'm still exonerating him for what they said that he said, because these newspapers are very callous. They are very dishonest. They never quote you correctly. They pick what they want to pick, and whatever they think is right for them is what they talk about. They make it their own thing, and eventually we discover that what they are saying is they're not reporting the issues exactly the way it is. And my brother who just spoke now just added something that's very important. That thing is that let them give us referendum and we'll go. That's all. That referendum, if they win, the agitation stops. But if they think they can just get up and start shouting one Nigeria, we have been hearing that for 100 years and nothing has happened. They declare that place, they call it Nigeria. It's not our own making. The people that they brought in, they found the place that they call Nigeria, were not born in Nigeria. They were born before Nigeria was created. They are older than their own country. Who says that? Because the British people have decided that this is what they are going to call us, and we remain that name. In fairness to them, they never wanted to call us that because they love us or because they want to create a country for us. No, what they were trying to do was a marketplace, a trade place, a place that they can put their money together and buy and sell. Now they are gone. And now when they are gone, we are supposed to go back to what we were before they came and put us together. And nobody wants to hear that, and they think that we're going to continue being what they want us to be without thinking. No. Biafra is our thing, and that's the way we are going, and there are no two ways about it. Call out on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke. I'm at the Chwode. Calling from Umore in Omambala, Biafra. Thank you so much for a good job you are doing for us. I have special regard for DOS for the work they are doing. I will continue to do. Thank God for DOS, because what they are doing is marvelously wonderful. Yep. If you consider this, if we can consider the thoughts and what they designed for this cow, this Islamic cow, having final stoppage on April. It's not a small thing. For those that have been castigating the US, let them check this type of move, stoppage of the cow by April, and no more Fulani cows. They are crying, they have started crying. The Fulanis have started crying. The North, they have started crying. Because the millions of naira they do get from us vanished. If at all the cow is compulsory, Brazil is having cow. Even they are negotiating for where market will be, where they will get customers. Because the advanced world don't talk of red meat. It's here that we are celebrating red meat. So Fulanis are carrying us with their cows. And I thank God so much for the US for making the move for the final stoppage. And you know what it means to them. That is, and you see the gunnables we have here. Some are say, why the US is doing this? Somebody's business that didn't know that the cow is business for others. Foolish people, brainwashed people. Then coming to our elder Mazi Iyke, I said it before. I said this type of thing before. Never you trust any politician, even though he's 200 years each, because what they can do will surprise. Whenever somebody are going to Sokoto to take an oath on Takia, he can do anything at all, because all of them are taking oaths in Sokoto for Takia. So if you are trusting them, you are endangering your life. I do ask the politicians, I said, this hero called Bruce Marok, an American, who inflamed himself, he burnt himself down in New York, in the face of United Nations New York office for Biafra. And our dear late leader, he told Bianca that whenever Biafra comes now, we should not forget Bruce Marok. He's not an Igbo man. He's not a Biafran. But he sacrificed himself to the shame of these useless vagabonds we have here called politicians. Useless people. Somebody that is thinking about his people will go and converge at Enugu for the so-called Python dance, and proscription. Do you know that this proscription is what we suffer up to date? Yeah. To prescribe IUD for what? These people are not. They didn't prescribe for all those people they get there for Sharia. They didn't. No one is being prescribed. These people that prescribe IUD, are they not our problem up to date? Each and every one of them, can they go free? This prescription is what we suffer up to today. And I think they must receive their salaries, each and every one of them that are involved in the so-called proscription. Proscription by how? I'm just thinking about that. What law made IPOB to be proscribed? Which people they killed? Which person they killed? How can they give account of the proscription? So these people, they can never go free.
That's right. Thank you.
That is what I mean. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well. Now, this is Radio Biafra USA too. Like I said before, our father, we are not trying to castigate or insult him or anything, but we are only saying that quoting the Punch, not him directly, because we didn't see a video. When you talk on video, then we'll be able to say, yes, this is you talking and this is what you have said. But Nigerian newspapers cannot be trusted, especially papers like the Punch, because they are working for government. You know, upon all these things that happen in Omaha, did they write it? No. They don't talk about things like that. How they are looking for. They are asking, the High Court in Omaha, as if it's different. High Court in Omaha is the same thing with the High Court in Abuja. There's no difference, just the location. They all have the same power. We are waiting for the 16th, come 16th, and then the meet from April. I'm not very sure of the date, but I know it's not the 1st of April. Sometime in April, the NAMA thing will stop. We're going to make a jingle about it to ring the bell, keep ringing the bell so that people will hear it and know that we are very, very serious on what we are doing. They're going to the person they call Buhari in Aso Rock. I don't know if our father would, according to him, according to them, not him. He went there and he saw the person sitting down there. I'm asking him in all honesty, does that man there look like Buhari? Look at his hands. His hands are too smooth. He's such a young person. The British, they are planning this whole thing, but you know something? It's no matter what they do, it is not going to work out. We are not.
The MP, Harriet Harman, has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Iyke? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport, kidnapped in Kenya, on June the 19th. He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria. Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafra war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it would be all over our news. So why is it not reported? It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria. Biafra on its own would be a world leader in any way you can think of, one of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free. How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives, slaughtered on a daily basis? Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing at all. But don't ever turn around and say you didn't know what was going on, because you know exactly what's going on and you're doing nothing about it. It is absolutely shameful. Boris Johnson, what's he doing? He's doing nothing. Buhari is dead.
Any institution you have Fulani in it, they always aspire to be at the head, to be giving orders and command. So they set up checkpoints where the commander of that very detachment is a Fulani person. That's how they're ruling you. If all of us open our eyes tomorrow to say enough is enough, Fulani will be sent packing. I'm not asking for them to be attacked of anybody, but they cannot be in our forest though. Makari Amama, they cannot be in our... No, God forbid bad thing. Let heaven fall, they cannot be in our forest. If we find them there, they are gone. And of course, some of them can testify to the goodness of the Lord. In that regard, if we find you in any forest in the east, you are a goner. As I'm speaking, record what I'm telling you, record it, tape it down, and send to anybody you feel like sending it to. Our people must understand something. Those killing you are from Senegal, they are from Mali, they are from Niger, They are from Sierra Leone, they are from Chad. They came to rig elections. All of you were there when 7-year-olds were voting in Kanu. You are there, you saw it. All of you saw it. People say, oh, well, why do you speak this way about black? I say, because black people are useless. They never act on that thing that is right. Never. Morally speaking, black people are bankrupt morally. Moral bankruptcy. All of you, including your INEC, including observers from Europe, all of you came down during the elections of, was it 2015? You saw kids voting in Kanu State. You came again in 2019? You saw people, little children voting from Nigerian Republic. Didn't you see them? What did you do? You said, oh, although there was rigging, we voted for them. APC one landslide again. They gave money to newspapers. You see, in Africa, every layer of life, or should I say existence, from your doctors to your lawyers, some of them, to your, let's say legal practitioners, we'll bring it down to those holding high public offices and those serving beneath them. Have you seen the level of wickedness? Do you know that a doctor who took an oath, according to medical ethics, if you see somebody dying is an emergency, you must treat that very person before asking for money. As long as you have the necessary materials or tools to treat that person, you must treat them. That is medical ethic. I think it's medicine 101. Go to anywhere, and the number one thing is to save life. But do you know that a doctor will know that somebody is... I'm digressing a bit because I want to tell you about the depth of what I call moral bankruptcy in the makeup, in the DNA of black people, why we are in the mess we are in today, and why the Fulanis are ruling all of us. Visit us. A doctor will tell you to go and bring deposit. If you don't bring deposit, that somebody will die. You think it's a joke? He'll be there. He'll be looking at somebody dying. You know, when I look at doctors in Nigeria, I know that, you know, when I say people flinch, they say, hey, don't say, I know that the devil must be a black man. See, Satan must be from Africa somewhere. Lucifer. Do you know why I say that? You see a doctor watching somebody die, a pregnant woman that requires cesarean section or operation to bring out the baby. A doctor will tell the family, go and sell your land, I don't care. And the doctor will be watching and the woman will stop breathing. She will die with the baby in her stomach. There is a type of wickedness in the heart of a black man that makes you wonder who actually made these people. After many years of considering the way we behave and the way we react, God Almighty formed IPOB and said you cannot reason like those people. For me to love you, for you people to have the freedom that I promised you, your job is not to set yourself free. Your job is to liberate the thinking capacity of an average black person all over the world. That is your job. That is the duty of Biafra. That is why I have sent you to come. That is the reason why somebody, I don't know if they have stopped. I don't know if they have stopped. I think we are back again. I think they stopped me very briefly there, broadcasting on my. That's what they keep doing, try to stop us from doing what Elohim have asked us to do. But they have failed and will continue to fail. Fulani came into our land because of that same thing in a black man. When you see evil happening, you keep quiet. Because the Fulanis came and took over the Hausa land. Hausa themselves helped them to take over other people's land. Because of that, when it came to Biafra, the only people that can defend all of you, I say without apologies, everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Without Biafra, you are gone. Without Biafra, you are finished. Fulani will take your land from you and kill you in the process. You know what they did? They ganged up against Biafra. they ganged up against anybody trying to speak the truth. They killed Delegiwa, an honest man, the only journalist I know in the history of Nigeria. The only journalist I've ever known is Delegiwa. The rest are all rubbish. You can buy it. After a while, you buy them, leave all of them are all rubbish. Pure bunkum rubbish. Village idiots. Delegiwa stood on the path of the truth. Babangida killed Delegiwa. Everybody knows this. That Babangida today is an elder statesman. People defer to his opinion, but he's a murderer. He is a killer. You know that Babangida is a killer. You know that very well. He killed Delegiwa because Delegiwa was exposing all the things they were doing, all the fraud with MPN and Fujro, all the things, all the evil things. Even Julius Berger, nobody will respect that man. He's in heaven, of course. They killed him. Delegiwa was fighting for a better life for everybody in Nigeria. They killed him. Nigerians did nothing. Nothing. That is part of that punishment that you're suffering now at the hands of these murderers from the Sahel. Do you think that God will forget? People, they go to all these churches and they sing, they jump up and down. They don't even actually understand who God is or how God operates. They have no idea. Isn't it very funny? The more churches you build, the more mosques you build, the more difficult things become. Have you not noticed it? The more churches you have, claiming you have miracle centers, the more difficult things become for you. Because you are in a period of perdition. I told you in 2015 that Somalia will be better than Nigeria. I am telling you, if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, go and apply for it now. If you have not applied for your visa to Somalia, because Somalia is hell, but it's better than, it's going to be way better than the zoo. Because when you people see evil, you condone it, and that evil has come to you. Now you are going to discover, as they say, you are about to see something you have never seen before. They came down to our land. They came down to all the way from across the Sahel to rig election in a land that doesn't belong to them. Fulani owns no land in Nigeria. They own nothing. They are visitors. They are, and all of you are there just cowardly. They are afraid of them. Oh, don't say something. Oh, please don't say anything. Oh, if you say something, don't say something. All of them. I'm just looking at people and laughing at you. Typical cowardly, wretched black people. You cannot stand up against people. They don't even have the numbers. They don't have. All they are doing is that they are boasting in the media because they control it. They can give money to a useless Yoruba newspaper editor to publish junk and he will write for them. That's all they rely on. If you scratch the surface, you see that they are nothing. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the strength in depth. They don't have the know-how to defeat all of us once we are united. Impossible. It is impossible to defeat. Impossible. Now, Yoruba and Igbo are now together. Unbreakable. The bonds we forged are unbreakable. Unbreakable. The East and the West, unbreakable. Imagine when we add middle belt to it, what is going to happen? Do you think anybody can stop us? They start begging. You know, if it's before, all of you be joined. Bring that food blockade. Bring it on. Let us see. Are they not the ones now crying and saying, our goods are perishing, let's move food to the south? Who is begging you? Who is begging you, I'm asking? Janjaweed, who is begging you? Fulani people are not even farmers. You see how cunning? You see, they think they're smart. Are they farmers? The only thing that Fulani people do or what every day is to move cattle and to occupy political office, military, politics, and moving cattle all over the place. Who are they known to be farmers anywhere? If they're farmers, why would Jonathan set up a nomadic school for them? Or should I say nomadic schools for them? Why would Jonathan do a thing like that? Why, I ask you? These are some of the very pertinent questions you need to mull over every blessed day to understand the hopelessness of your situation and why you must do something urgently, if not to rescue other people, but to at least rescue your family by reasoning right. Try to reason properly. That's what we're asking you to do. How can you have, should I say, 180 million people to be overrun by people who are not up to 20 million? How is that possible? Because all of you are cowards. They get you to fight one another. They raise idiots and traitors amongst you, and you allow them to live. And the more you allow them to live, they become emboldened. They give them some chicken change. They buy houses in Abuja, they are maybe in Lagos, or they start building hotels here and there. And after a while, they now grow wings. They now think that they are opinion leaders. And they have willing allies in Yoruba media. Willing allies in Yoruba. You know, sometimes I even think that some of these people, they are possessed. They don't even know what they're doing. I'm telling you, they have no idea what they're doing. They are possessed. Because you cannot, Yoruba land is under occupation. Yoruba forests have been taken over by Fulani Janjaweed. Yet you have a Yoruba newspaper editor in Lagos, Yoruba for that matter, still trying to defend the Fulani presidency in Asarok. You know, I struggle to understand. You know, when I pray something, I say to Elohim, are you sure you created these people in your image? They said, let's create man. You know, are you sure these black people, they were made in your image? Because I have never seen such levels of stupidity ever before. Yoruba land is under occupation. They have taken over Pasaboyo. They have taken on those states. Yet you have a Yoruba newspaper editor in Punch, in Nation, in Tribune, writing in favor of the government that have just taken over their land. Hey, Lord God have mercy. Are you following me? They came from all over the place to take your land and have taken it. You can't do nothing about it unless you support IPOB, unless you support Eastern Security Network. That is your only savior. Your only savior, morning, noon, and night. IPOB will save all of you. That was why it was very, very critical for the Fulani. Britain told them, go and prescribe IPOB now. Do it. They said, do it now, do it now. To stop them from growing, because their influence is growing. Do you know why they demonized IPOB before all of you and the stupid, idiotic Yoruba newspaper editors went along with it? Because that is their game plan. They always divide you. They sow seeds of doubt in the minds of people so that you end up hating those that have come to save you. You know, that's a very subtle thing that Western intelligence use in Africa, and it works perfectly well. In Africa, if you are a redeemer in Africa, those you are coming to save will end up hating you. They will hate you because there are some units within Western intelligence across Europe. That is their job. Their job is to make sure that anybody who comes out to save the people, that the people he's trying to save will hate him or hate her. That's how we are. And the black people are very, very easy to manipulate. They manipulate them. They start hitting those that came to save them. Everybody knew that what Ojukwu went to. Every day I talk about Ojukwu and Aburi Accord. Everybody knows that Ojukwu went to Aburi Accord to go and negotiate for regionalism, for restructuring, the same restructuring they are now begging for. The same restructuring. But when they came back, nobody told, Britain never allowed the people to understand what Ojukwu went for. They said, oh, he's a rebel, he's a rebel, he's a rebel. Today you are begging for the same thing that Ojukwu fought for and over 5 million Biafrans died for. You are still begging. And you want to wait for a Fulani man to wake up one morning and say, okay, now they claim they are northerners. We northerners, we are now satisfied. Come, let us renegotiate Nigeria. Can you imagine such rubbish? What an insult to the entire South and Middle Belt. What an insult! What an insult! A few handful, they're not up to 1,000 people. Determining all of you that sheepishly, one Nigeria, the unity of our country. And I have said it anyway, allow me to repeat. You know, the level of stupidity I have seen in black people, believe you me, That was the reason why I said to God in heaven, in my next life, I don't want to be a black person. Because of the level of stupidity I see in an average black person. Now, do you know that today, the news broke, I put on my Facebook page, they allow me to do that, but not to broadcast. Do you know that today, the new president of the United States of America, Joe Biden, called African leaders, but did not call whoever they claim is in Asorok, because there's nobody there. Absolutely nobody. The Foreign Affairs was supposed to know that this man is going to make this call and patch his call through. Nigeria is meant to be the #1 to call in Africa. Is that not correct? They called other people. They didn't call the one from Abuja in Nigeria. And I said to God, but you gave human beings, even animals, common sense to be able to use it to reason. Ask yourself, why was it that Biden did not call Abuja to speak to whoever they claim is Buhari? Because Biden knows that there is no Buhari. But it's not the job of America to tell you that. Everybody knows there is no Buhari. But it's even if you think that there is a Buhari in Asorok, why is it that common things, simple things that the president does, simple common things that the president can do, how come your own is not doing it? Common simple things that the president is supposed to do, how come your own is not doing it? They were burying military men that died in an air crash a few meters from Asorok, and you claim Buhari is a military man, a general, and he's inside Asorok. He did not attend the funeral. All these things are raging, school children being kidnapped. Common national broadcast. Common national broadcast. He couldn't do. Instead, you have a country where the vice president is missing, and all of you know this. And they are telling us that anything that Femi Adesina says or Garba Shehu says, consider to be the president talking. Are you people that stupid? Are you hold on? Are you people that foolish? Does it mean that black people are so useless to the point that they can no longer reason properly? Even a rat can reason better. Do you know that ordinary bees, and you know bees, where you get your honey from, even wasps, do you know once the queen becomes very weak and can no longer perform in that role, they kill the queen. They take the queen out, throw it away, and bring in another person, groom another queen to take over, because it is called not fit for purpose. You have a president, so you claim. The person cannot fulfill the duties and functions of a president. Why then do you still have that person in power? Because there is nobody in power. What Fulani did cleverly is this: they dangled the promise of presidency in front of Tinubu, and we black African people, being who we are, insatiable and greedy, devoid of honor, they accepted it hook, line, and sinker. Because of the promise of 2023 presidency, please do not announce that Buhari is no more. They went into their blood contract, they signed it. That is why EFCC can chase Tinubu, and Tinubu can no longer talk, because he is part of the plot. And when you tell them that Fulani can never love them, they say, oh, but we are Muslim, I'm Tinubu, I'm a Muslim, they will love me. What happened to Abiola? Because you people don't know history. You don't have regard for history. Abiola was a Muslim, a very popular Yoruba politician, a successful businessman. They did not give it to him. What makes you to think they'll give it to Tinubu? Are you people insane? Can't you reason very well? Oh dear me. Now EFCC is looking for him. They're looking for him. He is in one almighty mess. Another one gone after using him and his TV station and his e-rats and his newspapers to demonize IPOB. Can you imagine what could have happened had the Yoruba people risen up, Yoruba media, to say when IPOB was proscribed or that kangaroo judgment delivered? had Yoruba newspapers got up to say, no, this is wrong, do you think today they'll be flooding their forests? A simple question. The time that all these conspiracies were going on against IPOB, had Yoruba media said what you are doing to IPOB is wrong. They have not killed anyone. They did nothing wrong. Those with AK-47, why don't you proscribe them? Had they consistently made that very argument, they wouldn't have proscribed IPOB. And with that, Fulani cannot be in their land. But because they failed to do that which is right, that is why today their young people are fighting very bravely to rid their land of Fulani people. Because those people in the middle belt, they kept quiet. They told them, Igbo man is your problem, Biafra is your problem, they want to secede, they want to divide, they want to dismember Nigeria. You believed their lies. Yes, today where is your village? What is your faith today? You believed in all the nonsense they were feeding you. Today, where are you? Where is your village? They fed Benjamin the same garbage. Ojukwu is your problem. It was Benjamin that killed Ironsi. An Igbo man. Where is his village today? He's the one now screaming and shouting. Defend yourself. Oh dear me. I don't know when these people will have acquired some sense. But we are preaching the gospel of heaven. They came from all over the place. And to make matters worse, Nigeria is a very funny place. And Nigerians are one of the funniest people on this earth. And I categorize them as one of the most foolish people to have ever existed. Colonialism, imperialism, and even neo-colonialism have done a lot of damage to black people. But the damage that it did to the brain of an average Nigerian is worse. An average Nigerian cannot reason like a human being. All of them. Every time I come on air, I say this. Once you say I am a Nigerian, I write you off as a human being. You're an animal to me. And I have my reasons, and here's one of them. Do you know who is the presidency? Let me now make it sound very childish, as if we're in a nursery school. Let us start from kindergarten, because people no longer reason very well in the zoo. I don't know if it's hardship, I don't know what it is. In Nigeria, people don't reason like human beings. They reason like animals. Even animals are better than them. And I'll tell you the reason why. Once I push you, I'll show you where you're going to fall. Let me tell you. Do you know presidency is the group of people, in this case the cabal, running Nigeria. They call themselves presidency. They have now come out today. When did this news break? The news broke today, March the 3rd. They have come out today to confirm the 2017 report of helicopters supplying arms to headsmen in Delta State. They used helicopters to supply arms to headsmen in Kaduna State, courtesy of the governor of the state, El Rufai and Buratai in the army. The same thing they did in 2017 to Delta. Do you know today that there is no fly zone? I don't know if are people actually following the news? Do you know that today that this same presidency announced that there is no fly zone in Zamfara? Do you know why? That they are using aircraft to supply arms to Fulani bandits. Hey, maybe English is not enough to explain this. I don't know what to do. But let me read it for you. As a rock, the Fulani presidency may have unwittingly confirmed a 2017 allegation that helicopters were being used to ferry arms to Fulani headsmen. Fulani, all of you know it. That is what you know what pains me the most. Whoever is the news editor in channels television, they know this. AIT, they are aware. Everybody, you know all of these things. Then why are you trying to defend what is indefensible? How can you defend one Nigeria when a presidency, the president himself, have marked all of you out for destruction, or those running the zoo in his name because the idiot is dead? If you doubt me, then ask Biden why he didn't call Buhari then, because my parents are dead. Am I going to call them on the phone? I still have my mother's my father's number on my phone. I've not deleted them. They're still there. Although I have them, am I going to call my mom and my dad? It's not possible, because I know they won't answer. The living don't call the dead. That's why Biden did not call for any Buhari, a so-called giant of Africa. Are you people not paying attention? Are you not? Does it mean that you don't listen, or you don't reason, or you don't? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? I ask you. This same behavior you're putting up now is the reason why Fulani killers are in your forest. But why you cannot understand that is beyond me. This same attitude, this same non-chant, this same attitude of, the way he's talking to us, we don't like it. But okay, maybe you like the way that the Fulani are raping your people in the bush, or how they took over your land. Do you like that one? Do you love it? A very simple question. The time now is 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Wherever you are, it's a live presentation. I am preaching the gospel of heaven. Heaven will give me message and I pass to the living. That's my job. Heaven will give me message, and it is my duty and responsibility to pass that to those who are living. Now listen. A statement came from Asorok by Malam Garba Shehu, the new president of Nigeria. Him and Femi Adesina, they are now sharing it, which means that their end has come. The end has come. The senior special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity said there was strong suspicion that choppers were being used to ferry arms to Fulani bandits in Zamfara State. Choppers. Where did they get the military aircraft from? So does it mean that your radars are not working in the north? I'm saying this for the benefit of Yoruba media practitioners, especially channels, Punch newspaper, and not the rest of them. You people, you are directly, I'm going to say, you people, you are directly responsible for the mayhem that the Fulanis have brought upon everybody in the zoo. You are pursuing money because they were giving, APC was giving money to John Momo. He's dead now. All of you, your guy will tell you, if you don't support them now, how are you going to get your salary? Let me ask Channels Television something. You people think we are stupid, don't you? Channels TV, every viable news network in the world survives with advertisement. How many of you has ever seen Channels TV advertise consistently? If you watch CNN now, after every 15 minutes, at least 13 minutes, you see advert. People are paying for it. NBC the same thing, ABC the same thing, Fox News the same, everywhere, Newsmax the same. They survive on advertising. BBC that doesn't do advertising, they survive by taking money tax from TV license payers in the UK, and grant from the, I think it's the overseas, I think it's from the culture minister, culture, whatever. I'm no longer sure. Have you seen any adverts? How many times have you seen adverts on Channels TV? How much did they get from advert? Now the question is this: where do they get their money from to pay their staff and to keep the station going? They get it from the government. That's the only way to do it. There are no license fee payers in Nigeria. People don't pay TV license in Nigeria. People are not advertising. So where do you get your money from? Before that, PDP was funding AIT. Now APC is funding Channels Television. That's why you only have 2 major TV stations in the zoo, essentially. The rest is on contract. If you have something to say, you pay them and they stream it for you. You have wedding, you pay them money, they come, they stream it live. Where does Channels TV get their money from? From the government. So they must always toe the government line. And these are journalists, we are led to believe. Do you see how your problems are multiplying in the zoo? Even those you are relying upon to save you cannot save you. You run to your pastor, and your pastor is more interested in building the next 10 million capacity auditorium. What is happening to you? He doesn't want to know. How many of your pastors have spoken against the occupation of our forests by these aliens from the Sahel? How many, I ask you, how many? I'm sure on Sunday you go and pay your tithe and your offering. Garuba Shehu, senior special assistant to Muhammadu Buhari, who is now dead, of course, said that they're using army helicopters to bring arms to bandits. Fulani controlled army, supplying arms and equipment to Fulani bandits from across the Sahel. And you're still talking about one Nigeria, as if your brain is not correct. Maybe, you know, sometimes to be honest with you, some days I get so upset that I want to say to Elohim, allow me to ask IPOB to go to sleep. Dissolve ESN. Say to IPOB, no more activities, no more agitation, go arrest for 2 years. So that Fulani can come and do suya with some of our people who are so foolish. If not for IPOB, there will be no Nigeria. What you have today is Islamic Republic of Nigeria. Islamic. They write it there. Nothing will happen. It's us that have been holding the fort, holding the line. And what did they do? They connive with the same people we are fighting. Do you know that today they went to court to discuss the prosecution of IPOB? Our case is at appeal court. For how many years now? 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, nearly 4 years in a country that wants to be regarded or taken seriously as a nation. For 4 years, somebody did you wrong, you went to court, and you've now gone to appeal a legal decision that criminalized an entire nation. For 4 years, they've not heard the case. Do you know what happened today? I never knew the case was coming up today. So this morning, of course, as always, I was led in the spirit, and I decided to write about the proscription of IPOB using an old newspaper headline from Authority, that the fact that IPOB activities are not unlawful, yes. Do you know what happened in Abuja today? Today was the day they were meant to hear the case of the proscription of IPOB and tagging us a terrorist group in Abuja, Federal Appeal Court of Nigeria in Abuja today. And what happened? As soon as they read that very publication I made, but I think I did it both on Facebook and on Twitter, everybody ran away from the court today. Go and ask if you have any lawyer in Abuja. Ask them. They all ran away. The court did not sit again today because they were hiding it. You know, before, when they want to call my case, they say, oh, we have 100 witnesses willing to testify. Because they know that the tagging of IPOB as a terrorist organization is flawed, both before man and God, even in their zoo laws. They were hiding it. I don't know what told me. I don't know. Something just, I said, I wrote it, and they ran away from the court. No, the Appeal Court of Nigeria did not sit today in Abuja, because there was an IPOB file in the case, in the docs that were meant to be listened or heard today. This is how powerful we are. Because the judges, they assembled, 7 of them, they are going through the files. Once they saw IPOB versus Federal Government of Nigeria, they dropped it. They said the court is now dismissed. Everybody should go home. Ask some senior advocates in Abuja today. Those that went to appeal court, did the appeal court sit today or not? Normally when a court is not going to sit, somebody will come out and announce that the registrar or the clerk or whoever will announce that the reason why the court won't sit. They just told everyone to run away. That IPOB file is here in the court. Ask everybody that went to appeal court today in Abuja, Wednesday, the 3rd of March, what happened? Were you given any reason why you had to run away from the court? They will tell you no. For the first time in the history of the zoo. That's how powerful we are. That is the reason why they don't want to bring that very case to come up to appeal. Because they know you cannot prescribe people asking for a referendum. Is not possible. They know that during the arguments, people will ask, perhaps 1 or 2 media houses will carry it, and people will ask, why have you not proscribed Miyetti Allah and Fulani killers? They hastily, they didn't even adjourn it. They said that everyone should go away, and they all ran away from the court. That's how powerful we are. And that is to tell you that what Elohim is doing in our lives. God brought IPOB to save all of you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Urobo, you're Yoruba, you're TV, you're Kanuri, you're Nupe, Jukun. It doesn't matter who you are. Bachama, it doesn't matter who you are. Biram, it doesn't matter who you are. IPOB came to save all of you. But I may disagree with his style. What have I? Oh, you want the style of a Fulani headsman raping your mother? Is that the style you like? Here you have your presidency. Here you have people that claim that they want one Nigeria, confirming what we've always known, that Nigerian army, the foreign army generals you have in the army are the ones supplying weapons to terrorists to come and kill you and rape your mothers. And you're standing up and saying you are one. The IPOB is your problem. I saw that useless Daily Trust newspaper in the north. That Janjaweed publication writing rubbish about IPOB. But when it comes to, you see how evil they are. When I say that black people are satanic, I know. You see, when it comes to IPOB, they say IPOB attacked police station. IPOB killed 2 policemen. IPOB killed 4 army officers. Not allegedly. But before our eyes, you will see army come and kill people. They will say allegedly. Black people are evil. God knows. In this shoji, you people are very wicked. You're very wicked and soulless race. Very wicked. The same Daily Trust will say allegedly. In broad daylight, the army came to my house to kill me on the 14th of September 2017. As a result of which my mom and my dad are dead today. The whole world saw it. It's on video. You know, they wrote allegedly. The army, we are alleged. But because they want to demolish Fulani, they came with a game plan, them and their British masters, including Obasanjo. Obasanjo is part of the problem of Nigeria. Obasanjo belongs to the Oboni fraternity, or should I say Grand Lodge, that is affiliated to the Freemasonry, not Scottish Rites, the Freemasonry you have in England. Oboni. That is why in the East we don't belong to groups. Ndiotu, we call them. We don't belong to secret societies. There is none. Forget about Okonko is a passage of right. Okonko is a passage of right. Once you, it's like a bar mitzvah. Once you have grown to the age of 13, a guy Okonko, you enter Okonko, you enter Ebe, one of the fraternities. And then you form age grade from there. That's how it's done. Obasanjo, the reason why they trust him is because he is a member of Oboni fraternity, of course, the Grand Lodge, they call them, that is affiliated to the Freemasonry, the fraternity in England. Go and do your research. So they trust him. England can trust him. Britain trusts him because he is their loyal slave. Oboni fraternity and Grand Lodge, they answer to the Freemasons of England. Are you following me very carefully? Now, if Obasanjo were to come today to say that I don't want Nigeria to exist anymore, Obasanjo has the same, should I say, clout and influence that Azikiwe enjoyed prior to independence of Nigeria. Well, Obasanjo today to write and say Nigeria is dying, we don't want it to continue anymore, they will dissolve Nigeria because they trust him. And some of you must know that it was Obasanjo who brought SARS to Nigeria. Some of you don't know that. It was Obasanjo that brought SARS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad. The reason why Obasanjo brought SARS into Nigeria was because in Britain then, there was a shortage of organs for transplant. The reason why SARS was created was ostensibly to harvest organs to send to Europe for those who are in need. Liver, kidney, pancreas, just name it. That was why Britain funded SARS. Because then in the UK, they kept complaining, we don't have much, we don't have organs here. We don't how the waiting list is called the waiting list for people waiting for organ transplant was growing and growing and growing. It was Britain that set up SARS. Their job is to harvest organs and send abroad to sell. Obasanjo was the one that made it possible. there are some things that you people don't know about these. Some things, when I look at, that's why when I look at an average ignorant Nigerian with his degrees, or should I say degrees in idiocy, I feel sorry for you. You know nothing. Who brought SARS into Nigeria? Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Who brought it into Nigeria? Why is it that every year they kill, they harvest organs, and they move? The same thing that they're doing at Iboko police station in Ebonyi State. So Idoko is called Idoko police station in Ebonyi State. Why didn't the police come and arrest somebody and take them away and nothing will happen? They took our women to court. Was it 2 days ago? Did you see it in any paper anywhere? Did any Nigerian newspaper or even NTA or anybody go to report that thing we've been saying, that they kidnapped our women and we are raping them? 2 days ago they brought them to court. Did anybody go to court to find out if what we've been saying is real or not? But they came to court and they were granted bail. Black people, you people are something else. This UG. No wonder anywhere in the world you see black people, they are the lowest of the low. For very many years I kept asking God, but why? Elohim said to me, one day you'll find out. And I found out myself that the wickedness of a black man is second to none in the animal kingdom. The most wicked race on earth is we black people. Very wicked and without conscience. We were lamenting and complaining about our women who were being raped. Some of you said it's a lie. But they took them to court 2 days ago. The same women, they took them to court 2 days ago. Federal High Court in Abuja. Oh, sorry. It's a Wuse Zone 2 or whatever rubbish it's called. They gave them bail. They came to court in chains. Amnesty International is aware. They never wrote any report. Human Rights Watch, they are aware. They never wrote any report. All the newspapers, we contacted all of them. They never came to court. Even to do their job is very difficult. That is why Elohim is punishing all of you with Fulani killers and murderers. Because your wickedness is too much. Your wickedness and hypocrisy is too much. Fulani brought in their people from across the Sahel, put them in our land and equipping them. When we told you, said, no, it's a lie, it's propaganda, it's incendiary. Look at NBC saying cockroaches, saying they will block Radio Biafra. If people who are sensible were not able to do that, it is a bunch of corrupt idiots in Abuja. They said it's incendiary, he's whipping up ethnic sentiment. But your presidency, Garba Shehu, has just confirmed what I've been saying for years. That the Nigerian army have been supplying Fulani terrorists for some time now. That is why in Zamfara there is a no-fly zone. Before you bring arms to terrorists with a helicopter, there must be a heavy-duty aircraft that must have brought it in the first place, where the helicopter got those equipments from. So who brought those arms into Nigeria? Who contracted or who hired a helicopter to be flying them to? How come they don't even know where they are? Yet they come to Olo to bomb Olo, and some Ifulefus are busy hailing people coming to kill. Oh dear me. Sometimes I feel like not preaching, to be honest with you. I say let the will of the Almighty be done, because we are honestly speaking, something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. It's very, very terrible indeed. The helicopters are everywhere. Garba Shehu told BBC Hausa that a no-fly zone was imposed on Zamfara because of reports that jets are used to ferry arms to bandits. So bandits, you claim, they are hungry, they are not killing. How come they negotiated arms deal all over the world? They hired an aircraft to come and drop the weapons for them. And all of you say, we Nigerians, tomorrow morning I hear them, we Nigerians, we are in Nigeria together, the unity of our country and the patriots. Anyway, whom the gods want to destroy, they first make them mad. Nigerians are mad, and that is why Fulani people are in your forest killing you. People are so hopeless, so idiotic, so foolish. I don't know what Lugard did to some of you, did to the brains of your parents, because I pity. I don't honestly speaking, once you're a Nigerian, I don't see you as a human being. I'm being honest with you. I do not see you as a human being. And that is why I commend those soldiers who are leaving the zoo. How can see? Sometimes I wonder, how can you come from the middle belt and you're in the army? From the east, you are in the army. From the west, you are in the army. The same army that instead of getting these bandits they brought from Sierra Leone, from Mali, from all these places to go and fight Boko Haram, they use you to go and fight Boko Haram. And after fighting them, the same Nigeria you claim you're serving, some of their idiots like Sheikh Gumi, or should I say Abubakar Gumi, not she's not a sheikh, only an Arab man can be a sheikh. Abubakar Gumi will come out and say, my dear brothers, my dear bandit brothers, people you should be upset with is the Christian soldiers killing you with Nigerian army uniform. These are people serving supposedly their nation. Somebody endorsed by the presidency, because Lai Mohammed said that he is in support of what Sheikh Gumi is saying. So that means that Lai Mohammed is in support of Sheikh Gumi. I keep calling him Sheikh. That dirty, filthy looking thing. What Lai Mohammed says is that I support what Abubakar Gumi is doing with the bandits, which means that the federal government of Nigeria is in support of Abubakar Gumi, the new minister for banditry and kidnapping. And this same representative of Nigerian government said that it is Christian soldiers killing Muslims, and you are still wearing the army uniform of Nigeria, and you are fighting who? Who are you fighting? Why can't all of you leave tomorrow morning? What are you doing there? That is the reason I keep castigating black people. Are you that foolish that you cannot reason? You are in Sambisa forest fighting. Your village, your ancestral forest is being occupied by the same people they claim that you're fighting. Are you normal? Is your brain okay at all? Everybody must leave the army and the police. If you stay there, you will die. Especially those in Biafra land, you will. God knows you will die. I'm telling you the truth. You will, I said it before. You will kill us. Many years you will kill us. Then after that we will kill you. And then shortly after that Biafra will come. I've been saying it from day one. They will kill us. We will kill them. In the end Biafra will come. Without apologies, no idiot. I'm not apologizing. Remember when they used to kill us? We will come and be writing long gram. Of course myself, one of them. We are placing the world on notice for many years. After a while, when you write, they just throw it away. Is it not that IPOB, that toothless bulldog, they just throw it away? And we kept, we went into prayer and fasting. And we kept saying to the dead, please avenge your death. We pray to Elohim. Of course, you cannot pray to the spirit of the dead. It's not good. It's idolatry. We kept saying to Elohim, avenge, you are a God of vengeance. Avenge your children. Fight our battles for us. As we were praying and fasting and asking God to fight our battles, from nowhere unknown gunmen came on. We don't know who they are. Like as if they are angels from heaven. And they're not fighting our battles for us. You see, all those policemen and women and army that killed our people, we don't know where these angels came from. They are called unknown gunmen. They are doing a very marvelous job now, avenging the death of their people. They want the police and the army to understand when you lose somebody, how painful it is. Because if you leave them, they will massacre everybody. They will kill. They have no soul. Nigerian army, Nigerian police, they have no soul. These are Fulani. They are led by Fulani that they have no soul. They are evil to the core, to the bone marrow. You know, he's a miracle working God. I don't know where he sent the unknown gunmen. I don't know. People name them unknown gunmen. That's how we know them by. And believe me, they're doing a very marvelous job. And I will pray more, I will fast more, for many more to come. These people, they go to, they slaughter you. We write letter. In fact, once the letter comes, they put it in the dustbin. We said, okay, is that how it's done? Okay. We went into prayer and fasting. We kept praying until, should I say, God answered our prayers with unknown gunmen. We don't know who they are, but I believe they're angels from heaven. They are the armies of heaven. And they're now the ones avenging for us. So all those police stations that they used to torture people and kill people and harvest their organs Please, unknown gunmen, find them all. Look for them and find them. Find all those police stations. If you know you are a police officer, you were involved in organ harvesting, people were disappearing. Oh, things have happened though. People just disappear. Parents will know where the children are. You hear mothers lamenting as they are dying. They are saying, oh, we had this Chibuzo one. Have you seen Chibuzo? You don't know that SARS have killed Chibuzo. The woman will be lamenting until she passes from unconsciousness into death. Thinking about the son, sometimes the only son, killed by the police. And now God answered the prayers of people. I don't know where this unknown government, I don't know where they are from. But at least if they're keeping the police busy, the police will have to be killing innocent people. Arresting them. They go, they arrest innocent people. Oh, Nigeria shouldn't exist. I hate Nigeria with a passion. Shouldn't exist, honestly speaking. Only a fool will support one zoo. Damnable zoological republic. Soldiers are living and they're taking them to court. The Nigerian army has ordered the immediate arrest of officers accused of deserting their post. Can you imagine such rubbish? You go behind the back, you equip Boko Haram to fight people. When people have now discovered, suddenly they have now discovered that they have been the fool for years. They have left your useless army. They're saying go and arrest them. I don't thought, God. Oh my goodness. Zoological Republic. Damnable Zoological Republic. Military documents obtained by various newspapers have now listed 101 names, ranks, and bank details of errant soldiers. Every soldier should leave. Go and join the Eastern Security Network. Go and join them. They are the future. If you don't know how an army is supposed to behave, go and look at the Russian Revolution. I think of 1989 or 1990 or 91, I don't know. When Boris Yeltsin came into power. The apparatchiks of the old guard of the Communist Party in Soviet Union ordered the tanks and armored personnel carriers onto the streets of Moscow to go and kill people. When the army got there, they looked at their fellow citizens. They said, we cannot open fire on these people. That is how a patriotic army behaves. When in the zoo, they bring in wild Fulani beasts. Wild beasts. Give them AK-47 and they open fire. All of you saw the video of live shooting. It's like a turkey shoot in Abuja of this same army slaughtering innocent Shia protesters. All of you saw the video. That video did not make it onto any major news network around the world. That was the day I became afraid of what Britain was doing. The video is everywhere. In any other country or any other country of the world, there would have been an uproar. But in the zoo, nothing happened. Nothing. You can kill. You know, over the years, army will come, bloody civilian, they open fire. Not anymore. We now have God in his infinite mercy have sent us guardian angels. They are known as unknown gunmen. They are the ones defending us now. We don't know who they are. And they are the ones defending the people. They are unknown gunmen. We don't know who they are. And may God bless them. Because as they are keeping the police and the army busy, they won't have time to kill innocent civilians. They cannot. Because if you kill and go back to your barracks, these angels will come on. They are called unknown gunmen. They will come and they will avenge the death of the innocent. You can never go scot-free. It doesn't matter where you run to, you can never go scot-free. This your nonsense in the zoo has been going on for years. You have the temerity to give Minyetiala 100 billion. Minyetiala will use them, buy weapons abroad. You fly it in with a jet, you distribute with a helicopter, and you come and tell us about one Nigeria. As if we are fool. Are we that daft? Are we that stupid? Mad people everywhere. Take that from nonsense to people building hotels, not to us. Is if when you have earthly considerations, you're looking for money, you are raised in poverty. You know, poverty is a disease. When you're raised in abject when you're raised in abject poverty, you see other kids playing with toys, you had no access to toys. You'll be wondering, one day I will get a toy. It happened to me. I'll tell you what happened to me when I was young. As an analogy, so you understand me. Every time I will say to my mom, that we have watched on TV, that after eating, you must have maybe ice cream or sweet. You must have ice cream or sweet to try and, to make the food to digest. My mother would say to me that if you keep eating ice cream or sweet all the time, it will affect your teeth. Your teeth will be brown. It will decay. It will fall off. We kept saying no, that we must have it. I said, okay, if that is the case, during Children's Day, you will see. So during Children's Day, I will go to my mom to get, of course, they used to give us money in those days to go for Children's Day. They are useless Zoo Independence Day and Children's Day. And then we'll go and do matching at the stadium in town. And that matching, you will see Fan ice cream, Meko ice cream, they will come. That day I said, since my mom will not give me ice cream in the house after eating, I'm going to eat as much ice cream as possible today. After that, I ate so much ice cream that I came back, I became sick. And my mom asked me the reason why I am sick. And I said it is because I was eating ice cream during Children's Day. That is exact behavior of Obunyonon to very poor. Once you're raised in poverty, you did not stay in a decent house, never watched any television, you want to acquire buildings, you want to acquire earthly properties, you think that driving in a very big car somehow confers upon you some degree of importance. You think that by maybe building hotels somehow makes you a very wealthy man. You want to accumulate chieftaincy titles. You want to spread your hand. You start your cloth. Even if you are as tiny as Wanza, you start your cloth and you're moving about as a wealthy man. You want to be regarded as somebody. As they say, form is temporary, but class is permanent. If you have class, you have it. You don't need to struggle. People see you and they know you have class. That's one thing that is wrong with most of you in the zoo. Primitive accumulation of wealth. You think that by stealing money, accumulating money, somehow you become important. That is why you have no soul and you have no conscience. That is why in Imo State they can bring somebody from number 4 to number 1. That is why a Supreme Court in a land can appoint somebody fraudulently in the open, and we allow that idiot to remain in office. That tells you all you need to know about the zoo and why we must fight. And please, before you go to bed tonight, after praying for IPOB and for ESN, also pray for unknown gunmen. Pray for them, please. It is very, very important. They are the ones avenging the death. You know, all those people killed during NSAS, all those you are torturing and cut open their stomach, all the wickedness and brutality of army and police. There is now a group of dark angels, avengers. They have come. They are called unknown gunmen. Every police station involved in the torture and killing of people, I am praying, please, unknown gunmen, locate them, that they may know how painful it is. As the Bible made us to understand, as you have made women childless, so shall I make your mother childless amongst women. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The dragon flag has been raised. When we raised it, they said, oh yeah, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. It's good now. It has come. There's no going back. They better give us Biafra. If you know those idiots, they are foolish. They are foolish by nature. They are very stubborn. If you know them, ask them